Hi everyone, I'm David Liew and you are watching AO Mecha.
Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to Season 2 of AO Mecha Live. Today we have an amazing guest. But before we get started with our feature builder episode, I just want to say thank you to everybody who has supported AO Mecha since day one, Season 1. We had such a blast with that. And I can't wait to do Season 2 with all of you guys all over again. And oh man, I have so many things I want to tell you guys. I have been working kind of like almost non-stop during my break. I took a break from the shows so I could continue working twice as much than I would have in a regular season run. But I am very happy to announce that there are some new additional changes to how we're gonna do AO Mecha Live moving forward. So as you know, I've released a couple of videos already for season 1 and the announcements for season 2, which includes streaming on a new platform, which is Twitch. And so far, I see some people already logging into that. So feel free to check that out, guys. We're simulcasting right now to twitch.tv/AO_Mecha. Please give me a follow there because that is going to be one of the new platforms that I'm going to start growing into. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays is still going to be our regular scheduled program for both platforms, both on YouTube and Twitch. But I'm going to be adding new days in the streams. Yes, more days that are going to be exclusive only on Twitch TV. So that will be announced. The schedule will all be announced in the upcoming post in my social. So thank you guys for following me. For those of you guys just new to the channel and new to the show, hello and welcome to AO Mecha, where for AO Mecha Feature Builder, like the episode tonight, we will be talking with fellow builders and modelers who love the same stuff we all do, which is Plamo, Gunpla, Mecha, and everything else in between. Also, something that I wanted to tell everybody, over at my YouTube channel, I have a new playlist. The playlist is called Audio Ammo. And all of these are all original music that has been created for the show, both for any of my review contents or any of my like the live stream. The music you guys are hearing right now, all made for the show. So anyways, that playlist is a free for use music playlist. Feel free to go through it, use it for your projects, cut it up, make it longer, make it shorter, make it to whatever you want it to be. I just want to give back something to the creators community, the YouTubers community, and project makers alike. So feel free to check that out over at my YouTube channel, youtube.com/AOMecha. What else can I talk to you guys? More to come in season 2, but let's do that later on. Today we are going to be focusing on Feature Builder episode 1 season 2. Tonight's guest is Chocofalcon, aka David Liew, over at Singapore. Just a brief kind of background history of how I came across Chocofalcon. First off, the name is awesome. Chocofalcon, it just rolls out of your tongue so well. I love it. And the first time I saw his work, I didn't even know it was his work. It was that red cardinal he did for the GBWC 2017 competition. Simon Lamb from Toronto, also previous Feature Builder episode guest on season 1. I think had a chance to connect with them when we were talking about all the builders. And the last couple of months being with AO Mecha and being more active in the social media and building community, we started talking. I actually reached out to Chocofalcon because I really liked his work. We connected a bit. He has his own YouTube channel as well, and he has some really sweet work there, guys. So feel free to check him out. All the link to his socials are on the description below. But enough from me. Why don't we bring David in, and that way we could chat with him for a bit. So why don't we go do that? Let's bring out Chocofalcon.
Hey guys, so I'm David Liew, aka Chocofalcon.
Hey, how's it going, David? Just
hello.
Hi, I'm David. What's up? Jeez, breathe in. This is not an interrogation. This is a fun show, man.
Oh man, I'm so nervous about this right now.
Are you nervous, man? You should see me. Okay, so we were just chatting before, just getting the show prepared, and this guy, David, goes, Ariel, I need some of these images rotated. And I'm like, what the hell are you doing, man?
At the last minute.
Last minute. Yeah, this guy should not be called Chocofalcon. It should be called Last Minute.
Last minute production.
Exactly. Before we go introducing you, David, welcome. So thank you for joining me. I really much appreciate it. I know it's kind of early still there. What time is it over there in Singapore?
It's 10 a.m. actually, so it's still fine. It's not that super early or anything,
Perfect. Okay. Before we do that, I just want to say to everybody that are just logging in right now, over at Twitch, we have Mecha Painter Official, we have Luis joining us, we have Wild Steak, and so much more joining in here. Over at YouTube, it's popping right now. YouTube has a lot of people going in there. We have the Mobile Super Hanger. We have Jonathan saying, "Ayo!" Who else do we have here? We have Hobbyworks by Randy. Randy, how's it going? Evening from the States. That is from Jonathan Velasquez. Neon Wave, my first time catching the beginning of a stream. I'm giving myself a high five. Dude, I'm giving you a high five. Self-freaking high five right there. Zakar is joining us as well. Kev Models. Hey, Kev. How's it going? Plamo Build Report. Welcome back. We have Mecha Painter. How's it going? Let's see here. We have Harry. Hey, Harry. How's it going? Welcome to the show. From Zakar, I love your custom Sazabi. All your fans are just flowing in, man. You have fans from all over the world.
Thank you.
And for those of you guys just joining us, or who have no idea who this guy I'm talking to, David, what can you tell us about yourself? Maybe introduce yourself to our community and maybe give us a little bit of background of you and your.
Okay. So hi everyone. I hope everyone is doing fine right now. As mentioned, I'm David Liew, or you can call me Chocofalcon. I'm a lecturer here in Singapore. So I actually teach 3D modeling in a course, animation course. So that's my day job. So sometimes I will post certain things like a group of students, doing their stuff and things like that. So those are like out of the curriculum stuff. Those are actually like extra things for the students to do. So I'll share a little bit more later on. I myself have been playing plastic model for about close to 8 years. Yeah, so I started off somewhere around late 2012. Yeah, when my friends actually reintroduced me to Gunpla again. Yeah, so I'll be sharing with you guys some of the things that I've been doing, the journeys and stuff I have learned, and hopefully there's some things that y'all can pick up from it. Yeah.
Awesome. And we have a lot of photos here. Oh my god, I can't wait to get started on this, David. So you're lecturing here. We're gonna go to the arena. I think, and then check out all your photos, and then you can start the story. So we have a couple of photos here you submitted. This is from your class, you're lecturing. What can you tell us about that? How long have you been doing it? What kind of subjects do you teach?
So basically, I joined this school, ITE, Institute of Technical Education here in Singapore for about 4 years ago. And then beside the core modules and stuff, most of the school here in Singapore has something called CCA, Core Curriculum Activities, which is outside of the lesson periods. And it's basically the students, they kind of want to venture into their hobby. So they can be either sports, they can be things like martial arts, or in this case, is miniature hobby. So the students actually join the CCA, and we actually kind of share with them some of the basic knowledge and let them explore more on their own. So some of the photos that you're looking here, actually, the students, the recent group batch of students actually run the event themselves. So the senior student, they will come up with kind of a lesson plan that the students are interested to learn. So in this case, it's like the airbrush session. So they will teach the newcomers, some of the things like how to, what to look after in the airbrush, how to strip the airbrush, how to paint or clean up the airbrush after use, how to use thinner, even some of the photos like how to pour the thinner into a smaller bottle, and stuff like that. So the seniors actually gone through all of this with the students, the juniors on their own. So we have 3 lecturers, including myself, and all of us are into plastic modeling, scale modeling. We have military, we have Gunpla, so it's quite well versed and mixed around in the CCA. Yeah.
That's awesome. Wow, a teacher and an artist. The student becomes the teacher. I love the metaphor here. I really like it. I like that when I want to do that someday too. Like, I think that's very inspirational what you do. Being able to teach what you already love doing to people who want to get into it. And we're going to get more into the type of work and the type of your examples from the photos. But the next photo here is kind of interesting. I have a whole bunch of Haro balls. What's the story with this guy here?
So we have our own group build as well. So group build meaning a mini get together, not just to build stuff together, but to showcase the finished or completed build. Yeah. So for that team, we actually have a Haro ball. At the time, it was quite cheap, and easily affordable for the students at the age. So we wanted to introduce more basically not just the hobby itself, but how to use the airbrush. Yeah. So this was actually done about 1 or 2 years ago.
2 years ago. Wow. What are the students' years on this one? Is it towards the beginning or towards the end?
They are about the age of around 16 to 18, around the age group. So this was a mixture of the juniors and the senior. Basically, there are only 2 years here in my school. So yeah, we only get that like December period where it's their holiday. And
right.
Yeah, it's only a short period where they can really enjoy and do something like that. Yeah.
Awesome. We're gonna get to another portion of your photos here, and it's kind of really cool. But I want to just say to everybody that's just been logging into YouTube, I just want to read off a couple of things here. So Plamo Build Report is saying what up. Zakar, wait, Kev Models, I'm a fan. Yeah, a lot of. It's funny, like our communities are so well knitted in a way. Like you could be from one set of group or a different type of platform, but like when you see your name, you kind of just associate it with like, you know, being a community. This is amazing. Like I said, it's an amazing time to live in. We have Neon Wave, make the music sexier. He wants more sexy music from the AO Mecha Music Audio Ammo playlist. We're gonna get to that more so. Let's see here, Ben 2. Wait, is that him? What are they looking like? Rick rolls. Jonathan, thanks for joining us, Choco. Love the green Barbados Lupus build. That's from Plamo Build Report. From Harry, wow, that Master Ball Haro, great crossover. Neon Wave, if only there was a Gunpla Academy in the Build Fighters try. Awesome. And I'm glad that you're also monitoring the chat. Feel free to answer them. Feel free to ask David all the questions.
I will try.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The next couple of photos, very, very cool. And this is what I like about builders. Get a little peek behind the scenes. And this right here is your workstation. This is your home, right?
Yeah, correct. So basically, when I first started out with 2012, my room was very messy, to be honest, because I was interested in collecting comics books, you know, from the Hong Kong, you know, from Taiwan, you know, those thick and very thin ones. So I collected a lot of them throughout the years, and basically I have bookshelf. And after that, when my friends introduced me to Gunpla, I was like, oh shit, man, I have another hobby, and that's it, man. You know, boxes are like so huge, right? So I got to put them in another place. But when I started off the hobby in that room, I only have that small little area, that corner, to do my model kits, you know, to sand them, to paint them. I got to sit on the floor and just spray it. And the worst part of doing it in that room is that the film, because I was using lacquer paint, the film will actually linger around in the whole room for a day. So I sleep in the room as well. Yeah,
so that means you have iron lungs then. You must have built tolerance for it.
No, I think my lung is going down already. It's dying soon. So I have to change something about the room. So I actually removed all the comic books and stuff. I got rid of everything, almost everything. And you can see in that layout that half of it is my bed and the other half is where I do all my works. You know, and as slowly as I progress, I got to move out from that room again. So I sleep in another room. Okay. And now the whole room become my work studio. So that lasts about maybe 5 years to 6 years.
Oh wow!
Changing things here and there, until I moved over to a new house, which is quite recent. Last year, I got married and I moved over to another new place.
Congratulations, man!
Thank you. Yeah. So in the lower photos, or you know, in other thumbnail photos, you will see that that's how my room currently looks like. Actually, it's a lot cleaner, much more neater. I try to keep it less cluttered, you know.
Less cluttered.
Yeah, because I don't like the floor. Usually I have a lot of things on the floor, boxes of spare parts and stuff like that. So I try to keep it away from cluttering up the room that I have, because even smaller than what I have in the past. All the photo booth and stuff is kept in the storeroom and things like that. Yeah.
So right now we have this photo here of like a showcase shelf. What can you tell us about this?
The showcase shelf?
Yeah. Number 11.
Okay. So that's the my new place. So earlier, even before moving into the house, I was thinking whether I want to set up that display. I initially didn't want to do it, but I realized that since I have done so many builds, right?
Yes.
Why not just display it, even though it's just for myself to see? No one. I mean, how often will have people coming to your house, right? So for me, it's like, why not I just display it, you know? So my wife and I, we decided, okay, we will set aside some cash to do up this display. And that's the design that we came up with, and we asked the ID to help us make it happen, and that's where I start to display all my works. Yeah.
Awesome. So wow, that's a really
the first shelf at the top is all my experimental builds or like all the beginners stuff that I've done, or the entry level stuff that I've done. Then in the middle is all most of my competition build, things that I really really like, and somewhere at the bottom is competition build as well. But there's a huge section that is not filled up yet, so hopefully I'll get to fill up.
Oh man, what happens if this runs out of room? You gotta need to make another set of display case.
then I'll have to keep some of them and
awesome.
put them back into the coffin.
Let's just take it back here real quick, guys. Again, thank you for tuning in over at YouTube and Twitch. This is also the official first Twitch stream ever, so I just want to say thank you guys for joining. And let's just go over to YouTube. What's going on here, right? Zakar, I'm just a kid who's a fan of everyone. Aw. Kev Model, love that yellow Haro ball. I really love if someone has a whole room full of Gundam boxes, and you do have a lot of Gundam boxes as well. Have you managed to work on your backlog building?
Myself?
Yeah.
Once in a while, yes. Like I'm taking a break from doing all the major stuff, right? I will just take a step back, or during the school holiday, I will just mess around with the students to do some things, you know. So usually just out of box, relaxed builds. Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, relaxed builds. I love those days. Like I did a couple of just Kit Bash for fun streams the last.
That's
couple
not
of
relaxed. Kit Bash is not relaxed.
There we go. Let's get back at it. We're gonna be doing the next couple of slides here. This, I think, now your work. These are your early work, right? Let's go to that.
Yes. All right.
Okay, so yeah, please let me know what's going on. You drive, man. You drive. This is your show now. I'm just some guy. I'm gonna go like this.
Yeah. So basically, when I started off, I didn't even know if I would get serious and stuff. I just have a high-grade kit, right? So I started to learn a bit more about the hobby. I learned how to do, clearing the seam line, sanding away the knobs. I don't even have the proper cutters and stuff like that. I got to learn things from those miniature painters, how they actually do their painting and stuff. So I learned a lot from them when I started off, as I progress.
So the first couple of images here I'm looking at, these are just all straight builds, or are you actually starting to like really experiment, like or like using materials as well, like top coats, cement seals, that kind of stuff?
Yes. So at that time, the first two images, the Strike Freedom and Reborns, they were all hand painted. So I wasn't investing into the airbrush and stuff. So they were all like basic beginner stuff, cutter, cement, putty, Tamiya putties, hand paint, acrylic paints, top coat, etc., etc. So they're all prime as well. So I got to learn more until a point where I realized that, hey, there's a group of very professional modelers, and I try to dig even further and understand more about the hobby, and realize that, oh man, these guys are like Singaporean, they are like same as me. Yeah, so one good example is like a toy maker himself. So at that moment itself, when I see, oh, okay, toy maker and a guy called Liew, and they are doing this kind of like fantastic build. Of course, there are many other modelers as well. Yeah. Then I realized, wow, if they can do it, and they are like, their background, they are not like artists, they are working in some other lines, and they can do something so fantastic, what about myself, So I wanted to challenge myself and try more about, doing something more at once. So I reached
everybody has a beginning, right? Like, so these couple of steps here, actually you're even further than that. You just went straight to actually doing stuff like painting, hand painting. A lot of people tend to be scared of, because like, oh, I don't know what to do. There's going to be streaks. There's going to be a whole bunch of stuff involved in it, right? So we're looking at a couple of age 1 units here, and I think the next one here is still the age 1. Love the photography, by the way. So did you have any like art background coming into this?
Okay, so the photograph actually taken by my friends, my colleague, when we were working together. I wasn't into photography. I don't even have all the equipment, to be honest. So they were into photography and stuff. So I thought, okay, why not I seek their help to help me take the photos. So it was a very makeshift, moment. They take the box, cardboard, and then they do all the background, and then they put the kids there and then take photo. So it was a pleasant experience for me to learn from them. Yeah. So
these look amazing. I'm looking at the Exia now. I love the orange, by the way. Did you throw that in because I love orange?
Nope.
I totally want to steal that kit now.
Yeah. So at that time I was also interested in the orange, but only that one kit was orange. That's it really. Yeah. No more.
Okay. Well, there's more kits coming with this orange, right? So. Awesome.
Maybe
so
in the future.
The next couple of slides here, the purple one, this is the Gera Doga, I believe. It's a lot more detailed. You now have some more background. I see a lot more like shading and tone. Like, what's the story with this now? How long have you progressed now between the first couple of images to this guy?
There's about one and 2 years, between that 1 or 2 years. Yeah. So I remember the X-ray was within the first year, first 6 months. And then the Gera Zuru was 1 year, slightly about 6 months later. So it's within that 1 year. That was also for another group build, local group build.
Okay.
And I wanted to explore more about weathering, because my first strike freedom was a weathered kit. All along, to be honest, I'm interested in the weathered area, because in my CG, my 3D models, right, we all like to add some textures, weathering and things like that, think about the situation. So when I do my gunpla, actually I think about that as well. So Gera Zuru was one of those that I wanted to explore more into the techniques of weathering.
Yeah. Awesome. Right now, I just flipped through a couple of these slides here. We're at the 00 Sky. So this is the image I chose for the advertising of our show, because I don't remember seeing this. Like, I don't remember seeing this post. So I was like, wow, that's really cool. I love the color combination. I love the photography of it. What can you tell us about this build here? Was it entered in something? Because I see now there's graphics at the bottom, so now you're really full on. You have a brand, you have like graphics on this, you have photography. What can't you do, man?
Yeah, so basically all the photography and stuff, right now I'm doing it myself. I have my own photo booth, but now moving over to my new house, what I do was I just take a chair, I bring it to the window, take a chair, put in front of me, and put a background, and my lights are actually from the sun itself, so there's no additional lights going on. I believe that is one of the setup for this kit. I can't recall. Otherwise, it's the photo booth, the usual photo booth. Yeah. So
no, sorry, I just have the three of them now here as a group. Was this a group build, or were the other ones from you as well, or is it from other people?
Yeah, these all three are actually done by me. They were done in different timestamp, a different time period. So the build burning and build strike, it was actually done for a group build by Hobby Art Gallery. At that time, we were doing something called Back to Basic. So we are kind of opening it to the public to tell them that invite them to come join this group build. Just do a OOB, that's it. There's no customization, just basic out of the box. Yeah, and I just take part in it as well, and part of the organizer to run the show.
It looks awesome. I'm looking at like the orange fire, the blue, like they really pop. Who are the other do you know, like
organizer?
Yeah, organizers for those guys.
Yeah, so Toymaker is the main one, and then Hobby Art Gallery, which is the shop that I patronize most of the time. Yeah, so we decided to just run it out, and the outcome was kind of unexpected, because most of the time the group builds that they do, right, we have around maybe 10 to 20 or 30 at most, but at that time period there was around 60 to 70. So they usually run it in their shop, but because of the huge number, they have to actually run it in another location to showcase everybody's work. Yeah. So it's kind of unexpected outcome, but that was quite memorable for me, because I get to see really a lot of interesting kit for our box alone.
That's awesome. No, the kits look really great. I love the color combination too, where we have the hot and cold. The base looks good. Who did the base for this one?
Myself.
Nice.
Yeah. Nice. Actually, I like out of box or like high grade kits. A lot of people, I feel like you just need to put in just a little bit more effort, and it will just bring out the details.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's so much details on the plastic already. You just need to put in a little bit more effort, just paint a little bit of details inside. You don't need any extra things,
Yeah,
and just the detail will just pop up.
And that's also cool, like the things you could do with out of the box itself. I mean, like for what it is pretty detailed. I do agree. I don't know if you know Jay Leong. He's an SD painter out in Asia, and really good stuff. And I'm just bringing him, like mentioning him, because like I'm just to echo what you're saying, that like there's already a lot of details. Surprisingly, there's also a lot of details in SD's kits. Yep. Like if you just go and paint the tiny little details on the mold itself, there's a lot of things that pop up. For sure. Oh man, looks really good. The next couple of slides here, David, I don't think they are Gunpla anymore. They are Ultraman.
Yeah. So beside Gunpla, there are many other model kits out there, right? So I got to try my hands on it. So Ultraman is one of the old time favorite that I enjoy watching. And when they released the design in a comic book form, it's like, wow, this is damn awesome, man. And I realized, there is even a model kit. So I got to have it, I got to try my hands on it. I bought it, I tried it out, and I was using E7 paint to test out the chrome and the metallic colors.
Whoa,
and
these are from that chrome paint?
Yeah, that's the chrome paint. They have two different chrome. One is darker version, one is a brighter and more reflective version. So I mix around the both of them to try it out. And yeah.
I need the names of that because like I love it. I love the color on this one. I thought it was just like, oh, he's just doing product art. Look at this guy being all noob and stuff. No, holy cow, looks great. Before we continue on with the next couple of slides, I just want to say hi to everybody at YouTube. We have a couple of people that just joined us here. We have Edsel joining us. We have Quinn joining us. Tom, hey, how's it going? Quinn, welcome to the show. Yo, excellent posing on the Exia, hot dang. And then from Neon Wave here, I was thinking of buying a Sky today, but didn't because I noticed some stands and bought those instead. You need stands. Oh my god. The stands were of various clear colors and I couldn't say no to blue, green, and red. Yep. You know what? There's a scarce of stands at here right now and we need stands as well. Stop buying them, man. Give some this way. Harry, totally agree with you. David, high fives on that. And similar to Zakar. Over at Twitch, we have a couple of people here. Chan is joining us. She's from San Jose in the West Coast. And also Junior Ghost Game. It's the Cardinal. And then from Ivani, the Kit Bash is not relaxed. So true. Love it. So Junior Ghost Game is saying that dust is thicker than my sister's makeup. Oh no. Do you dust your collection?
Dust my collection?
Yeah.
Okay, recently now, no, because I tried, I told the designer to make it as dust proof as possible. So those things behind, I hope they are not dusty at all. So it's only been a year. I only see dust on the outside, so I only clean the dust on the outside, but those things inside, no.
Awesome. All right, let's continue on. We have a couple of more non-Gunpla here. This one is interesting. I when I saw this, I really love the fade that you did and the transition colors of the War Greymon.
Yeah. So this is also another mini group build that was organized or suggested by Leon Koo. So one day he just texted me and said, hey, why not we do one War Greymon because it's up and coming group build between the Leon Koo, myself, and Toymaker. And okay, so why not I just join in. So I built the War Greymon. Honestly, I have no idea what color I wanted to do in the beginning. I was thinking about going original colors, and then I realized there's no fun to it. I want it to be relaxed, out of box as well. So I went over to try some different color scheme on Photoshop. Then I realized again, it's just like blue, green, or whatever. I want something more. That's where you can start to see like the tattoo going around the arms and stuff.
Lots of details, yeah. Question, like the type of paints. Okay, so typically from art, what I use usually is like Mr. Color and Tamiya. Do you have a specific brand that you lean on to use, or do you kind of? Okay.
Really depends on the situation as well. For competition build, most of the time I will stick with Gaia because I'm very familiar with Gaia since the day I started. So far there isn't any issues with using Gaia. So for relaxed builds, I want to explore more paints. So things like E7 and stuff like that. Those are the newly released paints during that period. So most of the time I will test out the paint and get used to it because the mixing ratio and stuff are a little bit different from Gaia. Sometimes there might be a little bit of paint interaction. So I really need to understand the content before I actually use it for competition build. So all the builds that you are currently looking at from the build strike all the way to now, they are a mixture of paints and they are all like relaxed builds. There's no kit bash, there's no fanciful stuff. They're just out of box, relaxed. Yeah, that's it, man. Foundation stuff.
Your definition of chill build and relax is definitely different than a lot of people would say. Some people would just say, I'm just gonna snap fit. That's my relaxed build.
Yeah, that is super relaxed. That's like when you have nothing to do, you watch Backlog Builder and then you just build together with you.
Exactly, right? Thank you again for also tuning in. I know you've been a regular on this show, so again, much love and respect and support for that, man. The next slides here, we're going back to Gunpla, and before we go to that, a couple more people have joined in our YouTube, so I just want to say hi to everybody there as well. Kenneth, from him, he's saying those are fantastic builds. From Eng Chung De, Puyo, bling bling.
That's my friend.
Awesome.
Very close one.
And then from Zakar here, Stand Yuze. Is that a JoJo reference? Shh. Shut down. I'm kidding. From Mobile Suit Hanger, love that Greymon. And let's see here. That's what you call a workaholic, RL. Yes, I know a thing or two about workaholicism. Oh my god. Let's continue on, David. Oh, there's a little bit more details. I totally missed that slide of the foot here. So for the metallic finishes, actually, before go to the next slide for the Gunpla. Like, do you buff or clear coat? Like, what kind of clear coat finish and what kind of, like, do you buff these metals, or like how does that finish?
The metallic finish there's no top coat to this actually. If you are referring to the Digimon, the World Greymon, right? Yeah. If I'm not wrong, I'm just using Star Bright Silver. If I'm not wrong, I believe so. There's no extra top coat or anything. So after that, I just do some panel lining and things like that. That's it. Because awesome. I'm not applying any decal. If I'm applying any decal on it, then maybe I will do some top coat.
That's what I was gonna say, because like Greymon doesn't have any warning signs or any open hatch warnings, all that. Yep. Okay. All right, let's get back to Gunpla stuff. The Providence is next. Awesome kit. I actually have it on my backlog, and it will be streamed this season. But since you built it already, like, why did you choose this kit? What is what is something new that you used here? If you did anything different from your previous build? And let's see, what's another fun question for this? What type of weathering materials you used? Okay, why you like it?
You call that question fun?
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Okay, so the reason why I picked Providence, all along I wanted to do a seed series. I like seed a lot. I think that is one of the first series that got me into Gunpla. That's why I tried.
Same here. Yeah, we're seedlings. Yay!
Yes. What is wing, man? I don't like wing.
I do not. What's wing? Oh, whoa! We got some wing fans here. The wing boys are gonna start telling us that I will destroy you. I know, right? Mission complete. Mission accepted.
Yeah. So anyway, back to the Providence. So Providence was one of the kits that I studied, in terms of just the picture alone. And I realized that there's a lot of details in these recent master grade kits. Mm-hmm. And just like the high grade kits that I was building, right, I want to bring out the details without doing any extra things. So when I was building it, just snap fitting it, I was like so tempted to let's scribe one more line, add a bit of detail here. I look at all the reference, like, wow, all these racing kits and stuff, like, so fantastic. I wanted to do something similar, but the time that I have for this, I set for myself is quite short, like maybe 1 month or 2. Yeah. So I just do, sending, straight build. I was doing this in school actually, during my CCA time or during the free times that we have.
You do this during your free time at school because you're already teaching miniature. Is that why you have access to all the materials?
Yes, correct. So we kind of have all the compressor and stuff in school as well. So all I need to do is bring the kit, bring my tools, not everything, but some of them, the essential one, and just set up one table together with my colleagues and do it when we have time, doing.
Yeah, because teachers can do whatever the hell they want now, I guess.
not really. I can't say out loud, but I'm scared I can't do it in the future. So let's cut that out.
Let's cut it down. Awesome. Let's see here. We're still going through a little bit. Oh no, the next one here is something different. This one is that Monster Hunter.
Yeah. So again, we are diving in now into a more like an experimental, or still kind of like relaxed but experimental. I've never worked on resin before, or maybe if I did, I might have done very slowly the first time. Okay. Yeah, this is the first time. So I bought it for about. I like the face a lot. I think not the the boobs area, but the face. The face is very well sculpted. I felt at the time. So I purchased it and I wanted to try it out. So it was with me for quite a long time, 4 years plus, and I decided to why not just take it out and try. So the paint used here was a mixture of like E7 paint and Vallejo paint as well. Yeah, for all the texturing and stuff, hand painting and stuff like that.
Is it pure 100% hand painted for this guy here?
No, it's a mixture of airbrush and hand paint.
Got it. Because I love the fades on this one. You really got the whole light and shadow thing happening on this.
Yeah, how did you get experiment? Yeah,
I was gonna say, like, so what got you to get this particular character, and what did you think of resin after working on it?
I think it's a good experience having to work on this racing kit. I don't think I will get another one. Not because I don't enjoy it, but I think there's too many backlogs, too many plastic daily, So I want to get rid of, finish up all the builds and then slowly purchase more in the future. But now I need to control my spending. So it's not because I don't like resin, but it's just that I need to control my spending. It's a very nice detail kit, resin kits, especially like Monster Hunter, all the details, the cavities and stuff.
It looks so fantastic. Cool, man. Let's take a look at this guy here, guys. This is a zoomed in version of the skirt area, I'm assuming, and love there's a lot of things going on here, and I love how it fades from like the light where it shines to like the gradation to the bottom of that one. How long would you say you spent on this, if you have an estimate?
I can't really remember. Probably about 1 to 2 months, because usually for straight builds, things like that, without kit bashing and detailing, it's about 1 to 2 months. Yeah.
Awesome. I just before we continue on, there's a lot more people in the YouTube chat. Just want to say hi to everybody there. From Neon Wave, he did have a question. What are your thoughts on Black War Greymon?
The resin plastic here, I think it's not bad. If you haven't purchased the first War Greymon, you can actually, if you want, you can get your hand on the the black one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but if you have, it's just a color change. I think the Black War Greymon have the extra piece for the wings as well, the shoe at the back or the wing at the back. Yeah. Where you have the sun logo, the Brave Courage logo or something like that. They have it as well. So I believe you should be able to mix and match. Oh. Yeah, but I cannot confirm. Yeah, so you got to check it out for yourself.
Awesome. We also have Chris Pabs in the house. Chris Pabs here. He said he is a big fan of this gentleman right here. Who isn't a fan of Chocofalcon? That's a real question, ladies and gentlemen. However, to continue on that, he said he fangirled a little when he messaged you, or when you messaged him on Instagram. Oh man, I want to see a reaction video of that. Chris, can you send me a photo of what your face looked like when you read that David Liew here is going like, duh. Awesome. Let's see here from where are we now? From Mecha Painter Andrew, he's like, you need to just communicate, and that was the wing reference earlier. Yeah. From Harry, same. I'm a seedling too. When I started Gunpla, I actually started at seed as well, so I could totally relate with you guys there. Hasaki is in the house. How's it going, my friend? Chris Pabs, did someone say resin? I think his ears just popped. Hey, what up? From Kenneth, key point, not the boobs. Mecha Painter, resin. My resin experience too, once is enough. From Chris Pabs, I look at my resin kit display. Once is never enough. Did someone say boobs? Uh-oh, here we go. Guys! Let's see, from Zakar, since this new Gunpla line, which is MGX, what Gunpla do you want to be made and with that style? I personally want an MGX tequila. So this is a question for you. If you had a chance to make a MGX, which model would?
Okay, the honest truth is I hope they don't do any extra any new kits. The reason is very simple. I'm so afraid that they will come up with something so awesome, and then I got to spend money on it. I have no more space for it.
That means you gotta win more competitions, man. And then just win your prizes.
It takes me very long to do a masterpiece and stuff, Yeah. But so if I sometimes I don't really want to think about what's the new release or what I really want to be released. Yeah. But like the new PG, once you release, it's like, oh man, shit, I gotta have it. I bought 2 PG XL and I haven't even built one yet. So
why do you have 2? You sound like
I wanted to do something with it. I wanted to customize it. I wanted to use the legs. I wanted to do a lot of stuff with it. So every time I bought a kit, right? Every time I buy a kit, I have an idea. So I don't buy because of just impulsive, but okay, sometimes.
You know what's
but most
funny?
Of the time.
Yeah, go on with your story. I'm gonna pull something up, but continue on with your story, man.
So I wanted to every time I buy something, I have an idea, and every time I buy that thing, right, I don't have the time to build it. I'll feel very heartache about it. And it's back in my backlog, and when can I build it? Open up, oh man, I go to the hobby shop and there's so many
There's so many new ones!
Yes, I take the new one, and then oh man, I want it, the EG, the entry grade, oh man, it's so cheap and easy to build, oh man, I just want the SPL, no, I can't do it, I gotta put it back, I got no space in my storeroom anymore. So, I'm no longer living alone,
Yeah, you have to accommodate. You gotta let the real commander, be happy, right? Talking about backlog, building and collecting. Just want to give a quick shout out to Bandai for nailing a kit that I think definitely made top 3 on my chart this year, and it is that entry grade. Let's take a look at this. Can we zoom in on this a little bit? The entry grade RX-78, really cool. And I mixed this with a 30-minute mission kit. But when you're talking about going back to the store, yeah, I ended up picking up 2 more of these, so we're good. However, one of these is going to be on a future giveaway. That's right, there's going to be a future giveaway for one of these entry grades on my show. I don't know when that's going to happen yet. I haven't given it some thought. I don't know what kind of challenge it's going to be, but it's going to be a fun one. So stay tuned for that for everybody that's watching the show. You heard it here first, folks. We're going to do a giveaway for one of those guys. Let's go say hi to a little bit more of the YouTube and the Twitch stream, and then we'll get back to the slides over here. Let's see. Gunpla Razi is here. Chris, how's it going? I love Seed. That's right. Hasaki is saying that a masterpiece takes a long time. Sakar says, yes, the most relatable thing in Gunpla, skinny wallet. From Kenneth, no one can resist the P Bandai waves. I have. More or less. Entry grade gets released. Doko, I'll buy your entire stock. Awesome. Let's go back, and we were talking about experimental kits. The next one here looks really cool as well. Like, what are we looking at here, man? It's like a mix of stuff here.
Yeah, so that was right after my 2013 GVWC entry, and I wanted to explore even more in terms of like kit bashing, recasting, and what's that thing called, Daroma and stuff like that. Yeah, so I wanted to do more about like not really more about storytelling, but more about action, in like line of action and stuff, composition and stuff. So it's not just a standalone mobile suit. So what you're going to see later on are all the experiment stuff that I tried, and basically there's a lot of things that I learned from this build. A lot of mistakes, but it's through mistakes that we learn how to improve.
What would you say is the top 2 mistakes? Give me 2.
For this?
Yeah, lessons learned. What did you learn?
I think it's the weight issue. Number 1 is the weight issue, because this kit is a very huge kit, and is being supported by a clear acrylic rod. So one thing that I learned, which later on you will slowly see, that I try to remove all the rods that is supporting the kit, so you don't see like a rod sticking up the ass. No, I mean, can I say that?
We'll beep it later.
So
earmuffs, everyone.
That's
earmuffs.
One thing. And the second thing is about posing the model kit. So after building everything, after displaying, I realized that the big rifle gun or whatever that is called is blocking the whole entire body in front. So there's a lot of things that is being customized, but unfortunately it's now being blocked by just an out-of-box weapon.
Yeah.
So posing is crucial. It has to be in line with your storytelling or your action in this case. And you for myself personally, I will always try to hide the accurate locks or support pose that is supporting the kit. Yeah.
Awesome. So I just want to say there's a couple of comments here from Twitch. Twitch TV/AO_Mecha. If you haven't followed it, give it a follow, guys. I'm trying to build that platform as well, so I'm going to be advertising that throughout the show. But a follow would be appreciated. But like the people that are on Twitch right now, I see you guys over at there. Evadni saying, I'm partial to her because purple is best color. All right, best color. And what's control? I think that's from Junior Ghost Game. He's just saying, what's control when you go to buy stuff on the store? And Chandra saying overrated. EGRX78, yes. And he's saying a rod sticking in the butt. It's an ass. He wants me to say ass on TV. Chris, cover your ears. This is not for your virgin ears, okay? Over at YouTube, let's see here. Chris Pabs looks like a Avalanche Virtue. Yeah, I think that's what you use for the main body. And just with the head, just the head. Yep. If anyone talks smack to those who like Seed, just keep in mind that G Savior, send your hate elsewhere. I love G Savior. Yo, don't hate on G Savior. I love G Savior. Send your hate elsewhere. Gunpla is freedom, and we can like whatever we want, except Seed Destiny. Oh my god. From Quinn here, oh wow, chunky. Vince looks like a Warhammer suit, and Chris Pabs, my innocent ears. All right, we're gonna do let's see here from the slides. I think David, let's do up to the Barbados. And then we'll do a quick break. Or I think it's gonna be IBO next. But let's do the first next two IBO. Then we're gonna take a break, and then we're gonna go to the Barbados.
Okay.
So this one here, I can't even see it. Like it's a diorama of a Grace and an IBO kit, right? Yeah. So what's the story here, man?
Same thing here. It's all about experimenting. No longer just a relaxed build, but the basic foundation still have to be applied. So you can see that the Grace is being smashed into the ground. So actually there's a rod going through the Grace, going through the arms of the Valbrave to support the whole thing. Yeah. So the Valbrave kit, the four arms things, right, is actually quite heavy. And then after that, it's being secured very strongly to the Barbatos. The first, this is a high grade kit, by the way. Yeah.
High grade kit. Awesome. Okay, we're gonna continue on with the Barbados after this break. Let's see here. What's a button to do this? It's like, man, I was telling David earlier on, like, what are the buttons on my command here? I keep forgetting which window. So far, we haven't muted ourselves, and that's actually pretty good. So I'm very proud of myself. For you guys who's just tuning in, we are joined by Chocofalcon, David Liew. But we're gonna take this messages. Speaking of everybody here, just want to talk about my community, and this video coming up is talking about that. So we'll be right back after this video. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to the stream, and hopefully you guys are enjoying the show so far. I just want to let you guys know about an amazing online community that I'm part of, and it's called Side 6. Here, you will find like-minded modelers and hobbyists who enjoy the mecha and gunpla genre. We encourage posting of whips, projects, and tutorials to help each other move forward in our hobby and in our community. We are always open to new members of all skill levels, so come check us out at facebook.com/groups/side6. We also have an Instagram where we feature members' works, and you can find that at instagram.com/side6_mecha. For all new club information, resources, and news, you could check out our website at www.side6.club. All right, let's get back to the show and see what's going on there. Hey, welcome back, guys, to AO Mecha Live. Tonight is a feature builder episode, season 2, season opener, episode 1. We have David Liew, Chocofalcon joining us tonight, and we were just talking about all his awesome work. But before we get back to the awesome work, let's go say hi to everybody out there in YouTube land. Where's YouTube land? Holy cow, you guys are talkative. Yeah, let's see here. From Twin Chunky. Okay, we got to that part. Hasaki is saying, G-Savior is one of my favorite mech designs. Same here, I love it. I love the G-Savior design. I wish there were more of that. I wish it was a master grade. I'm gonna say Verka G-Savior should be a thing. I don't care if it's P Bandai. Let's make that happen. Not the movie itself. Chris Paz, Ariel, I got a few questions about your setup. I might adapt something similar for Critical. Sure, we can talk about that. Are you using Discord then capturing a Discord window? No, I am using Zoom for the window capture, and yes, on OBS. From Tom, my parents are watching. Can you say something in Tagalog AO? Oh, kamusta po kayo dyan sa Pilipinas? And salamat po sa panood ninyo sa show natin. Alright. And then Hasaki, very slick and pro setup he has. Amen to that, man. Oh, dude, guys, this is... I wanted to do more. I want to go further, but getting here was definitely a journey. Maybe I could talk about the setup and all that stuff in a different stream, or we might even do a video about that. But that's not about me tonight. We're gonna go back to Chocofalcon. I got 2 questions for David, actually. David, I got 2 questions for you.
Yeah.
We have a name counter for how many times we say a specific name.
Yeah.
I have not broken that yet for this season. Would you like to do the honors? Who is our favorite name person? Who do we say the most on our show? Because he is such a cool guy.
Let me try to get the name correct. If I get it wrong, please forgive me.
No, I'm totally gonna make fun of you, man.
I was having a hard time trying to remember the name just now. Okay, so Nicholas Tiada Sanchez.
That's right, Nicholas Tejada Sanchez, you have been summoned. Hopefully you are catching this and hopefully now or in the replay. But yeah, David just broke season 2. Nicholas Tejada Sanchez count, and for those of you guys that are counting, we are now up 3.5.
Everyone in your show in the future have to call this name out.
Yeah, no, I know that's gonna be a thing now. We're gonna record them just saying his name. I met up with Nicholas earlier on today, and we were just talking about the show. And yeah, he was looking forward to seeing you, but he's not sure if he's gonna be here. But I just want to say he sends his regards. And then for everybody else on YouTube and Twitch, let's see here. From Twitch, Evodney is like, be nice and win. Let's see here. From YouTube. Where'd it go? Oh, Gundam Junkie just joined. Hey, how's it going, Gundam Junkie? That's David. I joined in his Instagram live just before the show. Follow him if you haven't. He's a really cool guy. Also, guys, this is a network building show. If you want to share your social media links, please feel free to do so. Chocofalcon, his links are all in the description of this channel. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. And now follow if you are on Twitch. Really, really appreciate all the support so I can continue being motivated by you guys. You guys power this show, so thank you very much for that. A Gunpla. Oh, actually, hang on. From Hasaki, nice info. A Gunpla, hi everyone, welcome back. Thank you, thank you. And then from Quinn, NTS. Yeah, I think Nicholas Tejada Sanchez's new nickname is NTS, not to scale.
Not to scale.
The second question.
I thought you want to say new type system or something, okay.
Oh, so in architecture, NTS means not to scale.
Oh, not to scale, okay.
Yeah, it's an actual thing in our drawings. But like, what did you say for yours? NTS, new type system. We're just feeding the wrong fish here. Oh my god. The second question for you, David, before we get back to the slides. Chocofalcon. Chocofalcon. Let me say that again. Chocofalcon. What's the story behind your username, man?
Okay. So back then when I was a teenager, somewhere around 15, 18, I was still studying in multimedia. So we have a grad show, meaning say you graduate from the school, right? You are supposed to showcase your portfolio and everyone will come and take a look and stuff like that. So I wanted to have a name for myself, for someone to remember. It's not just like David Liew. Everyone can, it's such a common name, right? So there are people out there who are inspiring me like Art Jam. They have like very nice, drawings and stuff, and the name just stand up. So I wanted something similar. So I was thinking about, okay, what do I want in life? Mm-hmm. And I remember Forrest Gump, they have a saying like life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what it's going to get next. So I like chocolate. So that's where I got the first name, Choco, which represent kind of like life, in some ways that you wouldn't experience. I wouldn't know what's coming. And Falcon is more like, okay, I want something like freedom, like Gunpla as freedom. So I kind of got that long time before Gunpla as freedom. And looking at birds, they are always flying high up, not bounded by gravity. They can kind of like glide through or fly through anywhere they want. So looking through all the birds, eagle might sound a little bit too fierce. Hawk is a bit too fierce as well. Looking through, then I realized a sparrow is a bit too small, too cute. I don't think I'm cute, so I decided to go
Hey. Aside from your wife, I think you're cute.
Okay, let's not go that way. So I decided, maybe I will try with go with sparrow. So I read out a little bit about sparrow and think that it kind of suits what I am in person in some ways. So that's how I come up with the name Chocofalcon. Actually it was like chocolate falcon. It's a bit too long, so I cut short, take the late away, so it's Chocofalcon and stuff.
It rolls really well. I love your name, man. Chocofalcon, a household name in the hobby community. Speaking of hobby, why don't we go back and check out some of your work? And hang on, a couple of comments here. Ranny is saying David Liew is summoning NTS. Mecha Painter, I assume he likes chocolate and Captain Falcon. Oh, that was a close one. Choco Punch. I like that. Chocolate Captain Falcon. All right, let's get back to it. We're looking now on the Barbados. This is the Emerald Tanager?
Yeah. Basically, it's another name for another bird or something like that.
Okay. So we're gonna go through that. Emerald Tanager. What kind of kits are we looking at? Is this still part of your experimental?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So this is also for another local competition, Tetsujin. And basically, again, I just want to experiment more about Daroma, how to showcase some certain pose without obvious support. I mean, here the support is quite obvious that the smokes and stuff at the back, you can see two things sticking out. That is the obvious support. But at the same time, how you can actually make use of it to showcase the whole Daroma. So the kit here used is Barbatos Lupus. And the backpack, I think, is the booster, the long booster something. I can't recall the whole name. I got it and I wanted to just make use of it and get rid of another backlog that I have.
One more off the list, eh? Awesome. I love the green on this one. The diorama looks good. You have that little booster effect, the back. The next one here, we have the Sinanju. Is this the Verka or the OVA?
No, this is a high grade.
Oh, okay. Well then.
Yeah. So this was done in 2012. 2012, the first year where I started off. So all the kits that you saw up to Apollo H1 MG, and I think the Astray Exia. So those were like the earlier kits. So right after I finished them, I worked on this. This is for 2012 GBWC. It's the first time I joined.
Okay.
And this came in as a best newcomer.
Best newcomer. Wow.
Yeah. So a lot of things I try to apply what I learned onto this kit. Like I mentioned earlier about the posing without showing case of the rod. So this was one of the things that I wanted to try at the start. And actually there's a support behind the Shinaju. So it can be visible from a certain point of view. But if you were to look at the front, actually you don't see it.
Yeah, and, because this one is more like a specific view type. Yeah.
Yes. So it's like you can see like a diorama that is slanted, to help the line of action, your eyes, where it's leading the composition and stuff. And there's
the bright color, is there lights in there?
Yes, there's the LED setup inside. So at the time I just started, I have no idea how LED works. So I actually asked someone to actually help me out with setting up the LEDs. So,
and I think that's also a good message. Just want to echo on that. If you need assistance on something, the community is there. There's other people that have probably done something similar. Feel free to reach out to any of the community members, either on your social media or friends. Like, our community is here to help. And if you want to bug David for tips, he will recommend you to his friend, because apparently he can't do rods for anything. So I'm kidding. Let's go to the next one. Here we have a little bit more diorama. This looks like the from the Unicorn series now.
Yes. So that was for 2015 GBWC. So a lot of things was going on, and I decided to just work on a high grade for that. But apparently in the end, the kit became quite huge because of the diorama.
Right.
Actually, one story about this, one very painful lesson that I learned about this is that I spent 3 hours on the display, on the event exhibition itself, right? 3 hours to set up this freaking entry. It was very painful, I'm sweating and stuff. I even dropped pieces on the cabinet. I have to ask the person to help me open up just to take one small piece. So there was a lot of painful experience, but honestly speaking, I enjoy doing all the detailing work, the kit bashing and stuff. Yeah, it's just that in terms of displaying, the setting up, is one thing that I can learn from it. So that lesson that I learned, I actually bring it forward to Cardinia. Yeah.
Got it. Wow, there you go, guys. We're gonna get to more of the YouTube stuff, but we're gonna finish the rest of the Unicorn story here, because I am curious about this. The Unicorn Banshee and the Unicorn RX-0. This is a start of something. What's the story behind these two?
Okay, so the Banshee Unicorn thing that you are looking at right now, it was also for Tetsujin. It was one of the earlier one that they announced, and I wanted to experiment more into detailing. So not just for scribing, but more like how to play around with like blast strips, how to detail up certain things, in certain ways, and how to actually do it. So I figured
how to actually do it. That should be the title of your memoirs, man.
Yeah. So I looked through a lot of people's work, but none of them actually show the work in progress. They only show you the end product, like all the blast strip all just stick together, right? So I kind of try it out, experiment out, and I actually got the solution for myself. And I actually share it on one of the Tetsujin workshop in a later time. And at the same time, even on my Patreon, I did it one of the video. So I don't openly show it to everybody, because I feel that it is kind of it's like a trade secret. If you now people are using resin, they print the resin parts and they use it, right? But still, I still prefer to manually measure the size that I want and the length and stuff like that, and I design it myself. So so it's true that I learned how to do all this detailing stuff. Some of the panel lines you can see, to me personally, I feel might be a little bit overwhelming, but it's for me to learn how to scribe further in terms of like detailed clean lines and stuff.
Can you give one tip for everyone that's about to scribe or want to get into scribing?
Just go ahead and scribe it. Don't be worried that your lines might be ugly or anything. Just learn from the experience. That's number one. Number two is if you make a mistake, you can always fix it. Just super glue it, let it dry, then send it down and rescribe again. Then be gentle with your scribe. Don't try to scribe in just one go. Scribe a few times, 3 or 4 or 5 or 10. Then it's cleaner that way. Yeah, and get a scriber that is cheap at the same time affordable for you, but not too expensive, and like BMC for a start might be too expensive for.
Oh, that's pricey, man. That's like one master grade for like a little chisel.
Correct. So it might be too expensive, and if you don't take care of it, if you drop it accidentally, you waste that MG, correct? You wasted that money. So you can try to get something cheaper and learn from it. So as you progress further, if you are used to scribing, you know how to scribe really. If you want to purchase something more expensive to get the experience, go ahead.
Nice. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you for that. So we're just going through the rest of your photos here. It looks like now we're looking at the finished diorama. This is with the Banshee on top, looking down on the RXO. Wow, it looks really cool. Was this for a competition too, or is it just like more for Okay.
Yeah, so that's for Tetsujin. I got the merit point.
Because there's lights. Oh, wow. Sorry, I just looked at the next one here. That's cool.
Yeah. So
sorry. Yeah, go on with the story.
So the lights actually you can't really see it. How do I say? When everything is being displayed, right? You don't get to see it. You got to switch off the lights.
Yeah.
and the lights really pop up. So that's one thing about about the PG lighting system compared to the MG-EX. MG-EX, the lights is actually quite strong. You get to see it with all the lights being displayed around. So yeah, this is one of the things that I feel.
How did you do on the contest then?
Oh, I got the merit award for this. Nice. So yeah.
Looks awesome, and it's in our display case. I'm assuming any of your wins would probably make it to the display case, huh?
Actually, everything, even if it's not winning, is all in my display case.
Oh, awesome! All right, why don't we go take a quick break and check out what's going on at YouTube? A couple of things here. That rocket burned though. Excellent way to hide some rods. Yep. That's from Quinn. From Zakar, well, your username is more creative than mine. My username actually means the king of balls. Wow. Okay. Quinn, what? That's the high grade? Please tell me no. We are not worthy. That's for the Sinanju that we were just probably looking at. And then question from A Gunpla. Question to Choco. How do you decide on what diorama to create? What's the thought process behind it?
Okay. So again, it started off with what I have in mind, what I want to learn or what I want to experience. For experimental builds, usually I want to do with line of action, competition and stuff. So it's just a very small diorama. I won't go big like 40 or 50, the kind. So it's somewhat around 30 cm or something around that range. Reference is very important. So if you have an idea of the poses you want for your mobile suit, whether is it striking a normal pose or is it like speeding through somewhere. Once you have that pose out, you want to draw it out, take a photo, draw it out, do some sketches, have a rough idea what is the situation around it. And once you have that situation around, you want to start planning how you want to compose your image. Like maybe your gunpla is going to be at the center, and then your diorama itself, how is it going to be bigger or smaller than the gunpla? And is there anything extra to help lead your audience eyes to see your gunpla? So sometimes
or certain details, right, as well.
Right. So most of the time you see entry levels, you have a flat base. Even though it's diorama, you have a flat base with a lot of sands and stuff like that. So what I will try to do is I will add a little bit like blocks of either concrete or like mechanical base, for example the Shinaju, in a certain slanted direction, and that will help your audience to see in the flow. So your audience, you want them to stay on your entry kit as much as possible, to look at it from one point and then slowly lead to another point and come back to the first point again. So it's like a piece of painting. You really want to make your audience stay there as much as possible to appreciate what you have done. Nice. So yeah, rule of thirds, golden ratio and stuff like that. You got to learn a little bit and draw a lot, seek someone to help you see the ideas that you have, and is that what you are getting?
You're going
if
for.
Not, yeah, how can you improve on it? So yeah.
Awesome. All right, there you go. Words of inspiration, guys, for you guys thinking about doing diorama. Check out some references, look at examples, and try to get the details where you lead your audience eyes to the details you want to show.
Yeah. Another important thing is, sorry if I'm interrupting.
No, go. Please.
Don't make your diorama more fanciful than your model kit. because your selling point is still your model kit, correct? So if let's say your model kit is a very colorful one, don't make your diorama as colorful as your model kit. So you want it to be a little bit more subtle. At the same time, consistent in terms of like the whole environment, but don't overdo it to the point that your diorama steal the show.
The focus point. So, yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you. Hopefully that answered a Gunplas question. Let's go back. We are looking now at this custom. I don't even know what I'm looking at. This kit. What kind of parts are there? We are at
Shinaju. Is that the
Shinaju?
Shinaju?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Looks good.
So that Shinaju was for 2013. After the first time I took part in GBWC, so I took part again in 2013. Again, it's all about learning processes. So whatever I learned, I try to apply again this time around. And I was very inspired by Toymaker, his Shinaju with the 4 wings, correct? Full armor, full weapon system. So I wanted to learn from it as well. I looked through his WIP. I tried to mimic certain things as well.
Right.
And this is how I come up with the design. So initially I wanted to do like a shield coming out from the legs. I kind of liked the idea.
Right.
But because of weight issue and stuff, I'm not experienced enough to fix certain issues. So I took a step back and I kind of go with the safer flow, and things like, it's the first time for me to play with metal parts, purchasing metal parts from Taobao. Although I'm Chinese, but my Chinese is very weak, so I have to learn certain language and stuff again. How to use Taobao and stuff. So I purchased a few things. I tried to learn how to chip bash, how to stick certain things together using magnets, using rods and stuff. There was really a lot of things to learn. So that's the first time as well that I figured out to reverse the shoulder of the Shinaju to get that triangle looking shape.
Extra triangle shape, for the silhouette.
And ever since then, I've been kind of trying to use it once in a while. Kind of like, maybe it's a trademark or something. Yeah.
Speaking of trademark and like something that looks tedious, taping. Holy cow, what's going on here, man?
Yeah. So one thing about it's just like high grade, you want to beautify, you want to bring out the details, right? So you can't run away from masking. So it's the same for this master grade as well. There are a lot of details that is built inside, even compared to a high grade, there's a lot of details. So I want to bring out those details, and one best way is to mask them, spray. I'm not that good at the time with hand painting. I haven't unlocked the skills of like hand painting the details at the moment. I was trying out with enamel and stuff, but it wasn't up to the standard that I want. So I went back with what I can do best, which is masking and just airbrushing it. Yeah.
Oh, awesome! Wow, and it's coming out, girl. I love the hang on, the next one here. What stood out? This is now with the base on, and you have like these hexagonal shapes there.
Yes.
So I approve the orange 100%. I actually used orange hexagons as well on my 2017 GBWC entry. And I'm just saying, man, like I love the contrast of that gray and orange in the top there. Really cool. But so you put it on a diorama. Again, back to your point, it was don't make it the focus. It's more like the background, just to accentuate the focal point. Really cool.
So the idea back then with this diorama was, I can't recall if Gunpla Build Fighter was already released, but before that I was thinking of what if this, because I was in animation, CGI and stuff, so I was thinking what if this was digitalized. So I want to build the diorama like as if it's in a digital world. So I was thinking of like polygons, polygons they are in square, but why not make them into hexagon or octagon? Yeah, and I put them together. So that's where I got the idea of the diorama, and from that concept, I was trying to do that slanting or that kind of line of action stuff again, just like the previous Shinaju. Yeah, so that's how I get that result.
Awesome. We're gonna get to something even more fun next. Why don't we just go say hi to everybody on YouTube and Twitch? On Twitch, we have Yoshi. Use SD Kit to practice hand painting. The details are enlarged so that it's easier to get it done. Also, you need to touch up the painting anyway. So that's like a little comment from Yoshi over there at twitch.tv. And on our YouTube channel, we have a couple more people here. Let's see. From A Gunpla, thanks. That's really insightful. Mecha Painter saying contrast is king for dioramas. That is very, very true. From Miguel. Hey, Miguel. How's it going? My Chinese wasn't very good, so I learned Chinese in order to buy the parts. Respect there, man. Respect. Asaki is saying kudos for that masking. Yeah, I was just looking at the masking. It looks holy. Yeah, that's a lot of masking, man. Hasaki is also saying, I freaking hate masking.
No
Zakar,
choice, we
same.
have
I
to do
feel,
it.
yeah, I always fail on doing that. I think it depends on the tape also. You got to be mindful of the tape you're using. Sometimes people just use scotch tape or clear tape or anything that's not meant for paint. You will not get the best results. So always make sure that you're using a hobby tape. Let's see here. Hasaki is saying, the only bad thing about old kits and resin kit is masking. And then from Mecha Painter, I hand paint a lot to avoid masking. Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's either one or the other, or both. I mean, it all comes out to your preferences, which is pretty cool. The next couple of slides here, very excited to see something that's not Gunpla yet. And this is the drawings. Like, this is like, not drawing, these are 3D models, right?
These are just sketches, if I'm not
Sketches?
wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, sketches. Those yeah, the sketches. So I went to Talong. Okay, actually some of them are photos taken by myself. Some of the images are taken from Talong, if I'm not wrong. So I will kind of like photo bash them and kind of get some ideas what I want to do next.
These are all from the manual?
Or
Or did you take it from other line art from manuals?
No, these are all taken by myself, I think. Yeah, I can't recall already because it's quite a while ago. So if I'm not wrong, most of them, or in fact all of them, are just photos taken by myself. I just bring to Photoshop, I just crop away certain things. Yeah, and then I will just draw over it to get a rough idea of what I want to do.
That is cool, man. That's a good approach too. If you like, it's kind of like doing collage.
Yeah,
like when you cut pictures from magazine. Do people even do that anymore? I guess digital collage is what people do. Like they would go to Pinterest or YouTube or Google search and then just cut what they need. But you did this from someone's website, right? Like sorry, DeLong's website, right?
No, these are all these are, I'm now looking at it back again. Yeah, these are all these photos are all taken by myself. And
taken by you. Okay.
Yeah. So I just open Photoshop, I transfer the images, I crop all the unnecessary stuff, and just photo bash them together. So like real life, you got keep bash, right? Here I just take the photo, I bash everything together. And awesome. This was the start for my 2017 GBWC.
So we're caught up. 2017 GBWC was a fun year, specifically also in Canada. That was the first year Canada and a few other countries was inducted as part of the international GBWC. So for those who don't know, GBWC, Gunpla World Builders
Championship.
Bloody Diary.
Gunpla,
oh my god, I'm just trying.
World Cup.
World Cup, Championship, Cup, show.
Nicolas
Tejada
Sanchez.
There we go. If we don't know the word, we're just gonna say, well, you entered that Nicolas Tejada Sanchez contest, right? Yeah, I love that thing. Oh my god, he's gonna love that. What's our name count on that one? The start of your GBWC, the Cardinal. So that was the first time the final product obviously is what I saw from you because I wasn't following if you posted any whips. But the next couple of slides here are your whips, right? These are all your the progress photos for it. So why don't we start it off? A couple of questions for you. What was your concept, inspiration, and one success and one failure? I love hearing those from the projects. I know there's some really good stories here. I want to hear the story, the Cardinal. Take it away, David.
So inspiration definitely comes from Toymaker and E-Day, right? So they were the two greatest, in my point of view, the greatest modelers that I respect a lot. And I learned a lot from them, not just in person, but also in their builds and stuff. So I'm not trying to like mimic everything they do, but I also try to learn from what they have done properly and successfully. I want to come up with something similar on my own style. So when Neo Zeon came out, I wanted to use it as an experimental build. I wanted to just learn how to do detailings on it. So those was all my intention. It wasn't my intention to take part in any competition, just to learn. I just want to learn. So as I progress and I try to do a little bit here and there, and what you can see here is the backside of the Neo Zeon, right? It's being inverted up, and I realized, okay, man, that's something I have. There's something I got that I want to do further. But as I progress, I realized if I turn to the back of the mobile suit, you see that you only have two thrusters there. The negative space around there is too uncomfortable for me. There's something that I want to do, but I can't do it at the time. I'm not experienced enough, maybe. So I decided to, maybe I should just reset it back to the default position, which I did in the end.
Awesome.
That's something that in my heart I feel like in the future, if I can, I might want to improve in that design again. Yeah, so maybe not on the Shinaju itself, or I mean Neo Zeon itself, it can be for something else. So we will see how it goes in the future. I don't know anything as for now. So a lot of things like detailing and going back and forth, some of the things that you see now might not be in the final product, final outcome. So there's a lot of experimental stuff. There's a lot of sharing with my friends as well to seek their ideas, suggestions, comments, critics, and from there I just learn. So whatever I learned from the PG, Unicorn, and Banshee, right? Those detailings and stuff. That's where I transfer all those knowledge here onto this Neo Zeon. So Cardinia, I started off, to be honest, I started off around 2014 or 2015 when Neo Zeon just released. I do a little bit. I stopped because I can't progress based on my experience, and then I came back with a much more refresher knowledge, and I kind of keep doing it again. So
with the details here, I just want to go back. Like let's go back to that one image. There's a lot of like little giblets and little scribing. Like what was going through your head when you were starting to scribe? How much detail did you want to put on this? Was there like kind of like a thought process or a workflow that you wanted to do for this?
Okay, so when I do my scribing, there's a lot of ways to design a panel line. Some will prefer to the RG, like the way Darren Joshua, he did his panel line, right? It's very clean, very nice, very realistically believable. For me, what I'm doing is to be honest, I can't do that kind of scribing. To me, I prefer to be more of just aesthetic purposes. So certain lines, honestly, it doesn't make sense, but it breaks up the shape. So from a big square or big rectangle, I'm breaking up into rows of thirds. Okay, so there are proportion, there are ratio to each space. And within that space itself, how can I bring up certain details again? So again, there are a few ways when it comes to detailing a kit, right? There's a few ways to me. There is additional method, there is subtraction method. Whatever you take out, let's say I extract out this panel, I need to put something back inside. So those cages that you see behind, those armor pieces, right? That is one example. If you raise up a panel, then you have one empty space again. You need to add a little bit more to break up the empty space. So you have small little details or strips or like just panel lines to let your eyes rest at that spot, not just an empty space for people to mingle around and don't know where to go. So,
speaking of addition, I do have a question for you. So I'm assuming you're using some kind of styrene sheet for the additional armor. We're looking, I think, at the back skirt of the Cardinal here. And is there like what's that green stuff on the?
Okay, so the shield itself, right? Even without the plug plate, there are sink holes, there are sink marks. So when I stick my plug plate over it, I was using cement, Tamiya cement, and what happened is that it melts the plug strip or the plug plate itself. So again, the sink mark was even more obvious. So I have to use like either putty, those are like E7 putty to kind of flatten out the surface.
Right.
So it's smooth and there's no sink mark going on.
The next one here, we're starting to see the shape of it. Was this something you already envisioned prior, or did it evolve as you were building and adding details or taking away parts? Because I know this is a bash of a whole bunch of parts. So that's the first question. The second question is like, what type of parts did you use from other Gundam or like Gundam or Plamo for this?
So there are a lot of parts that I use. I can't recall everything, but from the photos, what I can tell is Shinaju legs, the old high grade. The Barbatos, I can't recall the name, the Hashma, if I'm not wrong, if I remember correctly.
Hashma, the one with the horns?
Yes. Okay. Hashma, is it the one with the horn? The one with the very big wings with the tail.
Oh,
so we have full armor unicorn, the backpack. Most of the time is Shinaju's, Sazabi, main body and stuff, right? So the most common one, these are the big and common, you can tell what is the parts. So one of the biggest takeaway here. So the previous unicorn I mentioned, I spent 3 hours to set up, right? So here I tell myself that okay, I need to practice. I need to make sure that this setup won't take me more than an hour this time around. So after building it, before painting and stuff, right, I will give myself 1 hour. I'm going to try and set up. Okay, good. Within an hour or 1.5 hours, I set up. So after finish painting it, I will make sure that all the pieces that can be secured together are secured properly, and then when I assemble it together, okay, it's within that 1 hour mark. So when I dismantle everything and put it back into that box and make sure that they are easy to transport. So when I bring for the exhibition itself, I make sure that I ask the organizer to help me out, make sure that there's no one around me because it's so stressful, to be honest.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was really, really stressful. So within that 1 hour, I just set it up, and so that was something that I learned from the previous experience. And bringing it over to Japan was another mind-blowing experience. So you'll see in the later photo that there's a photo where I take in the hotel room.
Okay, yeah.
I actually have to build it a night before the actual event. So after we have finished our dinner, I say, okay, I need to go back. I need to rest. I need to prepare myself.
Yeah.
I spent 3 hours in that room. Wow,
Fixing.
until midnight. Yeah. Because I dismantled everything.
Yes.
I dismantled everything just to transport over to Japan, you see. So when I bring over to Japan, there are parts that are broken because of the shakiness and stuff, right? So I was like, oh man, things are broken, things are lost. How am I going to do it for tomorrow? I spent 3 hours there, like, oh man, I just super glue, stick. Now, I don't want to make the same mistake that I did in 2013, where I didn't prepare myself, and I was like, within the 1 hour of the display, right, I set it up. But there was some mistakes there that I learned, so I try not to have that mistake again. I don't repeat it again, so I built it the night before.
Yes.
And so okay, fortunately enough, I got everything not perfect, but everything was there for the day, for the exhibition day itself. So on the actual exhibition, it wasn't 100%. Unfortunately, it wasn't really 100%, but it was good enough for the final exhibition, the final competition itself.
So, question for you on this one. When you were putting this together, obviously there are many little details and all that stuff. Were a lot of them supposed to be glued on, or did you make it modular that you could take certain pieces out? That way you could transport it? Modular? Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Because I prefer everything to be modular so that I can take it out and then I can put it back easily. If everything is like one piece, again, if it's broken, right, then you got to fix it. But if it's modular, I just need to stick it. Yeah, so that's how I progress.
Awesome. Yeah. Lots of details here. Okay, so what about any lessons learned during when you were building it? What are some of your like? Was there any issues that you or challenges that you faced when you were putting it together?
There are a lot of challenges. There are a lot. So, like earlier, I mentioned about the paints, right? Paint use. So I mentioned that I would stick to Gaia and stuff like that. So here I was using a mixture of Gaia and E7. So actually the fins that you're looking at right now, the Banshee fins.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. So that area actually have a lot of paint reaction. I was sharing with my friends as well that when I use E7 or maybe I use Gaia, whichever layer comes first. Later on, there's some cracks going on. So maybe it's because I was rushing through it, or maybe I should wait for like a day or two later just so I can spray the next layer.
Yeah.
So I decided, okay, I need to strip the whole paint twice, and just redo it again. So by stripping away the paints means some of the putty was being removed, and I have to fill up the putty again. So it was a bit painful experience, but it's something that I learned. So there's really a lot of things to learn in this build.
Oh my god, there's a lot of details too, especially with like you're using obviously aside from kit bashing, you're also putting in additional details, not just scribing, but there's like some panel work. I could only imagine like how long would you say it took you to build
3 years.
all of this?
It's about 3 years. Yeah.
Holy cow.
But
3 years.
It's a very good experience. Yeah. So after the competition, I was like, wow, okay, top 4, all right, number 4, okay, never mind. I'm happy enough, to represent already. But oh man, what can I do to up myself again, to outdo these
your last one
entries.
or this one, the other entries, yeah.
Yeah, so this is at that point, to me, I feel like it's my best. I want to do even better, but not to outdo anybody, but it's really to outdo myself, this particular entry. And yeah, that was my only intention that's the only thing I can think of when I was going back to Singapore, on my way back to Singapore. Like, what can I do? Can I even do better than this? That's the only thoughts I have. Yeah.
And the thing is, but you know what? You did your country well. You represented Singapore 2017, and you made a name for yourself. But also, aside from making a name for yourself, you inspired a lot of people, and that's what I think is also part of the rewards of just being there. And what do you think? Like after that, were there more traffic? Were people approaching you more international wise? Like, was there any change like to your social medias and all that stuff in connectivity?
I believe so. The moment I share it, I think there was a lot of activities going on my Facebook. I really appreciate that. How do I put it that way? I try not to get overwhelmed by it. I think of it like it's just a bonus. It's a place for me to share. I don't want to get like I'm not there for the likes. You see, I'm there to connect with the people. I'm there to learn from one another. I'm there to share with one another. I'm there to spread the positivity with one another. I'm not trying to get like, oh, I want the likes. I want the 1,000 likes. I want the 100. Why I only got 100? Why, that kind of stuff? Why nobody share my work?
Yeah, why do you suck, David?
Yeah. So and on top of that is to see if there's anyone to share with me their feedbacks, like not just about this is a very nice color, this is a nice kit bash, but how you do this, etc. But what are the things that I can improve on? I was hoping to hear from one another. And basically to connect with everybody that is starting up awesome. in this hobby.
All right. Yeah, I just want to go back. Thank you for sharing that story. So that we got up to where we have the glam shots, the nice photos of your entry here. Congratulations on your win, by the way, on GBWC. If I it's a little bit belated, but thank you for that. Let's go take a look at YouTube. A couple of things are happening here. Simon Lam is here. Hey. So you guys met at 2017. He's saying 2017 to be exact. From Amatsu Kisushi. Hi, Mr. David.
That's my student.
Oh, awesome. How are you?
Brian.
How's it going, Ryan? Welcome to the show. Thank you. Oh, Brian?
Yeah.
Brian, sorry. Hi, Brian. Welcome to the show, and thank you for tuning in. Your sensei here is one hell of a model maker, man. Good on you. Hope you learn from this guy, especially his mistakes. Never repeat his mistakes. That's the real secret. Let's see here. From Neon Wave, thanks for the correction, Simon. Zakar, me who doesn't make any planning on scribing. Unlimited power. Simon Lam, no problem. It was just a memorable year. Yeah, I want to hear a little bit of stories on what you guys did afterwards. Miguel here. The vision to pull something like this together is mind-blowing. Awesome. A question from Brian, your student here. How do you approach failing results? Ooh, that's
failing results. Yeah. Okay, to be honest, if you are taking part in a competition, you have to have the mentality that you will win, you will lose. All right, but don't go in the thinking that you are going to win. Don't expect that thinking that you will win. Just have fun. To be able to take part and look through all the other people's entry itself is something memorable already. You don't get to experience it every day. You get to you are looking at your kids most of the time every day, but when you go and join a competition, you see other people's kids, so you learn from them. So win or lose, don't think so much. If you win, it's a bonus. Okay, and if you win, spread that positivity. Don't be too proud about it. Be humble, learn from it. If you lose, take it as a part of your learning experience. Be humble as well. Go and congratulate the winners. Be friend with them, learn from them.
Yeah. Oh, awesome! There we go, guys. Positive outlook is usually the best approach on that. Never dwell on that. Don't stress over it. There's so many more that you could achieve, and that will help you build, a stronger experience for you by learning from it. Learn from failures. Actually, there shouldn't be failures. It's a really bad word. It's either you win or you learn. So yeah, guys, take that to heart a little.
Yeah, because to be honest, sorry.
Yeah.
Even if you win, to be honest, you doesn't raise your income salary to another 10,000. You are still the same person, correct? So there's no point to worry so much about winning or losing. Just go and have fun with me.
Absolutely. Before we continue on with the next couple of slides here, we have a couple of more projects. One more project, and then we have some current work and some fun photos. We're going to get to all of that stuff. I want to say, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. All of you guys over there at Twitch TV, much support. Chandra over here. I love knowing there are so many people I can go to for advice and guidance in this hobby. You guys are an inspiration. Man, thank you so much, Chan. And yes, David here, really, really a positive influence in the hobby community. So thank you for that, David. Over at YouTube, we have a couple of things here. What do we got? From Chris Pabs. The goal to share for me Hey, if I can do this, you can too. If you need it. If you need it, I can tell you how to. That's awesome. From Jonathan Velasquez, beautiful build. That's for the Cardinal. And let's see here, continuing on with Simon Lamb. Yeah, he turned down our invitation to go drink. Simon, man, we went drinking. You didn't drink with this guy, man. Wow,
I don't drink. Sorry, man, I don't drink. The only thing I drink was coffee.
We'll give you coffee. We'll give you coffee for sure, man. Oh man. Okay, so we're gonna do a quick break. This is the intermission period. We will be back with a couple of more slides here. If you're just tuning in, welcome to AO Mecha Season 2. This is a feature builder episode here with Chocofalcon, David Liew. But we'll be right back after these messages, so stay tuned.
Hey, what's up guys? It's Ariel from AO Mecha. I just want to let you guys know about all my other social media outlets if you haven't had a chance to check them out at facebook.com/AOMecha, on YouTube, youtube.com/AOMecha, on Instagram, instagram.com/AO_Mecha, on Twitter, at AO_Mecha, and on Discord, fairly new. That one is AO_Mecha, #3414. Anyways, hope to hear from you guys. Through any of those platforms, feel free to DM me or PM me, as well as emailing me. My email is aomecha.info@gmail.com. Just want to let you guys know that this episode is brought to you by USA Gundam Store. Please check them out, www.usagundamstore.com, and save on your purchases when you use my discount code AOMecha10. All right, let's get back to the show and see what's going on there.
And welcome back, guys. If you guys are just tuning in, you are watching AO Mecha Live. This is a feature builder episode. Joining us tonight, David Liew, Chocofalcon, and we were just talking about his 2017 win build, the Cardinal. Awesome kit. So, guys, everybody in YouTube, how's it going over there? And we got Sakar going, yeah, F winning. I'm here to have fun. That's right. That's the spirit, buddy. We're going to continue on with the rest of the presentation. And joining us here, obviously, is David. Let's go. So the next project here, you went from like the high grades to these massive giant builds. Like the next one here is the Acer, but like these are all the work in progress for that. Looks really good from off the top. So this is a Nightingale base. I see some EXS parts, and that looks like a Deep Striker cannon at the back there. Oh man, what do you got going on here, man? What's this monstrosity? What's this giant build?
That period of time was when Deep Striker just released themselves, right? And I wanted to do something with it. So I didn't bought the Deep Striker at the beginning. I wanted to make use of the EXS that I have. So after building it, I realized that I need the Deep Striker. I didn't want to buy it for the same reason why I don't want to buy anything from my backlog. And in the end, I have to use it because I need that long rifle. I need that boosters and stuff to have seamless kit bash. So I bought it in the end, and that's the idea. I just want a Nightingale version of the Deep Striker.
Nice. I love I've built the EXS. I really love the kit. That's actually the base kit I use for my GBWC. But the Nightingale, that's an RE, right? They're both 100. One is an RE, one is an MG. Wow, looking cool there, man. Nightingale and Deep Striker. So why don't walk us through? What are your thought process on when you're doing the bash? Was there a goal you set yourself for to achieve with this build?
So the only thing that I have in mind was to complete the series where I have like Echelon, which is the Shinaju, the Nightingale, the Cardinia, which was Sazabi or Neo Zeon. So I wanted another Char, related mobile suit to kind of complete the whole series. Like Echelon, if you play like Dota, or mobile games, right? League of Legends, you have the carry, you have the tank, you have the support, etc., etc. So I kind of want to do something similar. So here we have like a sniper range or the long range mobile
That's
suit.
a long range? That's a tank, man.
Yeah, something along that line. Tank with long range, So the color I wanted it to be red initially, but because it was back to back 2017, 2018, and I was taking part in GBWC again. So I actually wanted it to be red. I shared it with my friends and stuff, and they actually suggested it to be blue. So I decided that I'll listen to them. I'll go with blue, and I started off painting up a few spoons to see which is the blue that I really want. I wanted the brightest blue as much as I can. There's a lot of testing when it comes to the paint.
That's awesome. Like, that's a lot of details too for it. Like, again, similar practice. Like, was there anything unique or memorable that you did on this build?
I think because I was doing it with my Patreon, I was setting up Patreon. I was trying to grow in that area as well, to fund myself. So I don't spend too much, on buying kits and stuff like that. I use what I have. So I was doing things like work in progress magazine every month, and I realized actually it was very stressful. I have to take a lot of photos of every single thing that I do. I have to record everything as well. I have to learn how to use InDesign to do all the page layout and stuff. It was fun. It was painful at the same time, but I learned a lot. And trying to engage, which is very difficult for me. I have no idea how to do this kind of like social media stuff at all. I wasn't even into Instagram at that time, so I don't even know how to use all these stuff things. I mean, I'm bad at doing all this kind of engagement stuff. So,
but that means there's room for improvements and room for learning, right? So that's good.
So that was where I was trying to struggle a little bit. So everything was done within a year. Even honestly speaking, I don't even have a thought of joining GBWC at that time, because right after 17, it's like, okay, I need a break, I need to relax.
Yeah, aren't you burnt out? Like, the Cardinal took 3 years. You're doing this in it's back to back. 1 year.
Yeah, back to back. Yeah. So actually less than a year. So it's a challenge, to be honest. It's a challenge to do another big kit, another detail kit. I know there's a drop in standard, that's for sure. The amount of details I have on Cardinia is not the same for Nightingale. There's a drop of a lot of standards.
Right.
But at least I get to finish it up, to somewhat where I feel is comfortable.
Okay.
And to be honest, I wasn't really expecting to win anything in 2018. So it was quite fortunate that I again have that opportunity to represent Singapore.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations again on that one, because you did go with this entry to the finals again, right?
Yeah, and that's where I get to meet Ryan Liew.
Ryan Liew, he met 2 of our Canadian champions, because he has gone to GBWC 2 times now. We got some photos from that. If you guys stick around towards the end, or latter part of the show, but we're still continuing on. We have spoons here of colors. What do we got? What are test colors here?
Yep. So those are all the test colors. So earlier mentioned that I'm going with the blue, but most of the blue was pretty dark. So I wanted something bright so that it kind of captured the attention. So I was actually mixing around with all the different paints together and realized that there's a premium, Gaia came out with a premium blue. It's a very big bottle one. And if you mix it with fluorescent blue, it's kind of get the brightest blue that I'm looking for. So after testing
I see it, yeah.
Yeah, so after testing it out, I bought about 2 bottles of it, and I try to mix and match. But you have to mix the bottle before spraying it. Otherwise, you'll see that the paint layer are separating. So besides fluorescent blue, there's also a little bit of fluorescent pink to get that bright colors that I was trying to achieve.
Wow, looks good. Like the blue is gonna come up soon. Like, these are all the test colors. But from the paints though, like are you gonna be sticking around with those particular color brands? You got the E7 and the Gaia.
Yeah, for now, locally, these are the 2 popular brands. I mean, there's Mr. Hobby as well, but I prefer Gaia because of the bottle size, and stuff.
Nice. Awesome. Let's go take a look at what's going on. Twitch, how's it going over there? There's some stuff here that's going, saying, hey, it looks amazing. Blue looks cool. There you go. Yeah, they're digging the blue. And we're going to get to the blue answer in a second. Over at YouTube Live, oh man, a couple of comments here from Chris Pabs. No one invites me to drink. Dude, Chris, we should go for a drink, man. I'm inviting you. Open invitation. Whoever wants to drink with AO Mecha, including David Liew, we're gonna get him to drink coffee. Let's see here from Miguel, the infamous words of Riff Raff, my main goal is to blow up and act like I don't know nobody. All right. Nightingale Deep Striker, that's from Mobile Suit Hanger. Zakar, he went from 1 to 100 real freaking quick. Yeah, you're like pretty set on always elevating yourself to the next level. That is awesome, man. And do you find that have you burnt out? Here's an honest question. Like, have you burnt out from the hobby, from any project?
I think once in a while you will feel like you are building to a point where you can't progress, you will get stuck. I think just take a break from it. So every year, especially after GBWC or after a big competition, I'll take a break. I will play some games with my friends, and once I'm ready to kickstart the next one, I would delete the game away and,
Right.
and yeah, get back to modeling and stuff. But in the process, if I'm burnt out again, that's where you see all the relaxed build, all the out of box builds and stuff.
Nice. So from Harry's leaving. Bye, Harry. Till next time. Neon Wave. That for sure wasn't cheap. Oh yeah, like all the parts here. The thing is, like, it all depends. Like, if you can get resources, yes. Don't break your bank for it. Again, a hobby should still be a hobby regardless, unless you're being competitive. Competitive comes with a cost, and I think not a lot of people can appreciate that, because it does hurt the wallet. And yeah, I mean, but the thing is, it's creativity. Like any art, like any medium, there's gonna be that type of requirements for resources, and you know what? It's the dedication to. However, that shouldn't just be your default. Just because you have all the resources doesn't mean you're gonna win 100%, or that you're gonna create a really good project. It comes down to your passion, your love, your learning, your experience. Don't do it for just the sake of winning. Do it for yourself, because you're having fun and you're enjoying it and being creative, right? What do you think, David?
Yeah, I think whatever you say is totally agreeable. You don't stress yourself out when you are taking part in a competition. There's no fun if you're stressing out yourself. If you don't win it this time, and you will have that stigma with you that next time you join, you might fear again. Then
yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, just have fun.
So the next couple of slides. Before we get to that, let's a couple more comments here from Miguel. What a mad lad! You should get an OnlyFans for whips, David. I would totally subscribe to that. Sub him for OnlyFans. Tucker, he has X Games mode. Do you know what OnlyFans is?
No, I don't.
Yeah, go after the show. Look up OnlyFans.
Okay. Am I too old for this, or is it?
Oh no, you're just the right age, baby.
Oh, okay. Should I be searching it up in front of my wife, or?
No.
Okay.
This is for modelers only.
Okay.
Coffee and beer is for normies. Real modelers drink paint thinner. There we go.
Yeah.
So we have a couple of images up here now of your Nightingale. The Azure Nightingale looks really, really good. The paint really came out. Like, can you walk us through some of the paint techniques that you used here? So, like, what was your undertone? Was it white? Was it gray? And what are some of the key features you can tell us about?
The primer is a white primer mixed with fluorescent pink. So we don't have pink primer here. At that time, it's not released yet. But even if it's released, I don't think it'd be as bright as fluorescent pink mixed with white. So I went with a pink fluorescent primer, and then follow up with the blue that I was mixing. Yeah, so that's how I get the blue here. But I really have to mix some of the blue up properly because of the paint separating after a while. So some blues actually have to paint about 2 to 3 layers to get the darkness out. For the lighter color, just 1 or 2 layers is good enough. But the darker one is the one that have to paint a few layers.
Wow.
So for the fin at the back, for the head itself, right?
Yeah.
If I can remember correctly, I paint it white first, and then I paint the pink, and then after I paint the blue over it. Yeah.
I'm just gonna go back to the slide with that mohawk. I love that fluorescent neon pink that's going on there. Wow, that is so cool, man. That's definitely like an eye-catching thing there. Yeah.
Because everything is blue. Everything is blue. I wanted something to break up the blue. So beside the small little yellow stuff, so I wanted to go with the pink mohawk.
It looks really cool on this. Like, I'm also thinking, like, I don't know if they have it made or anything, but a pink decal or like a pink stencil like signage, I think would also probably have helped. But I'm just thinking for myself, because I might actually copy your work, man. I'm not even gonna lie. I want to copy your work, David. Is that okay?
Yeah. Just make sure that it's orange.
Absolutely. Looks great. Congratulations on this win. This is 2018 GBWC for Singapore, correct?
Yeah.
Awesome. Guys, check this out. Are all these on your gallery as well, on your Instagram?
Yes. So
awesome.
if you link it to my Facebook page, you just go to the album, you'll see the WIP and the final photos. The Instagram, I don't think I post any of this. Yeah, I'm still learning how to promote the Instagram part. So
awesome. Check out his Facebook, guys, and check out the whips. This looks awesome. I'm definitely gonna go browse that after the show. the next segment of our shows here, I think this is your current whips now. So maybe you could give us a walkthrough of what we're looking at.
Yeah. So the current whips that you're looking at is some of the earlier ideas that I have for GBWC 2020. But because it's being postponed to 2021, I have a bit more time, and I decided to actually change some of the ideas. So the reason for changing some of the ideas comes when 2019 there was a lot of forearms. So basically my ideas is to kind of have a forearm, but my forearms is not, just take a bigger kit. Is the Neo Zeon arms. I have a lot of spare part left over from Neo Zeon. I got to salvage it, so I use Neo Zeon arms as the forearms itself.
Wow, this
AOZ.
is massive. So we have a high grade as your base mecha kit. So is this scale technically then 144 altogether? Because
it's a mixture of 144 and it's a mixture of 144 and mega size.
And mega
so
size.
You have the mega size unicorn, you have the 144 narrative, and you have the Neo Zeon arms.
Right.
You see those fingers are actually from the narrative Apex.
Apex.
Right? Yeah. So that was the initial idea. Yeah,
Apex. Yeah, okay.
CPEX was the with the destroy modes and stuff,
right?
The cycle frame. So
I remember seeing this on the feeds, David. I don't know if it was Facebook or if it was Instagram, but definitely holy nipples. That's what I saw. That I'm like, holy cow! That this guy, this crazy Frankenstein, just created a monster. This is gonna be a tall kit. Can it fit regulation size though? Have you done the measurement yet?
Yeah. So measurement is one of the important things here. So I make sure that it is within the size itself. There are a lot of things that I'm not able to share with you guys at the moment. But the kit itself is not an issue here. Right now, basically 2019, there was a lot of forearms. We don't talk about GBWC alone. There are a lot of kits coming up, that are showcasing the forearm aesthetic part. So I decided that, okay, I need to take a step back. It was a painful thing to do because I already have all the kit bashed up and poses with my Daroma and stuff. I got everything out, and I have to kind of redo it. Was a very painful experience. But now for G40 BC, the current competition that we have here, I actually kind of reuse the idea.
That's just for December, right? G40 is for December.
Right. So for Singapore, the latest is 27 December is where the application will close. So I kind of reuse the idea and some of the kits that I have. Whatever I can salvage, I just salvage it.
So when you were putting all these kits together, I do have a question. Are all these kits from your backlog, or were they donated, or did you buy?
They were all my backlog. Yeah.
Holy cow! You're not joking around when you want a project. Yeah, and just gonna go. I'm gonna take this new kit here. I'm gonna take just the arm. I'm just gonna take this part here. Holy cow! Lots of big pieces here. So where did you get? Where's the inspiration coming from? Do you have like an image, or do you have like some kind of a theme going on for this?
So most of the concept here are actually from Pinterest. To be honest, you'll see a lot of very nice design and stuff like that. So basically I got it from there, and AOZ, Advance of Zeta as well. So I kind of mix and match certain ideas together to come up with this design.
Awesome. Holy cow, that's gonna be massive. And the base, obviously, it's not complete yet. Everything in here is a work in progress.
So for this entry, it's going to be a very simple mechanical base, and that's it, man. That's it. Because of we only have 3 months. Fortunately, we only have 3 months, so I'll try to make use of whatever time I have.
Man, this is like, 1 whole year for me just to get to the leg part. So looking really good. I'm looking forward to how this thing's complete. Do you have a color scheme in mind yet for this?
Yes, I'm debating whether I'm going with yellowish or gold, green or blue. So red is out of the topic. I think I have enough red around me right now. So I'm trying to see if I can do something to spice up my display cabinet.
Oh man, it's gonna look awesome, and I personally can't wait to see this as well. It looks really good. Lots of details. Again, I love your attention to it. Like, even though you're saying it's gonna take you like a couple of months to finish this already. How long have you been working on this, by the way? If you don't mind, when did you start the project?
I think the moment they announced, so which is about 1 month ago. So this is about 1 month. Yeah, within a month, 1 month mark. Yeah.
Oh, and that's
the idea. The idea is there already.
Yeah.
So I just need to make sure that I assemble and fix them to match the idea that I want, and I try to make them seamless so that the parts that I keep bashed doesn't feels like it's just sticking on you have to be seamless from one point to the other.
So
yeah.
Here's a question for you. Now I'm seeing all your work, and a lot of the stuff obviously has been glued on, they've been scribed on, but I saw also panel separation and color separation when you're doing your work. Do you mask, do you build it all, prime everything as a whole, or is there certain pieces you could take off and detail? Like I know some people paint it like sculpture almost, right? Like, is your approach more sculpture or more, I'm gonna take this apart, or it can be taken apart?
Everything is taken apart. So if there is a separation, like the plastic, what do I say, those glass strips and stuff, I will paint them separately, and then I will stick it on towards the end. Either I'm using a super glue or a white glue, either one, so long as it's securing it without the obvious glue stains, So yeah, that's how I approach.
Wow. That's a lot of details. Also, like with all the little things inside that, so you will be able to take it all apart, or at least paint it first before you put it back, right?
Yes, yeah, that's my preferred workflow. Sometime I might stick it on, and then I will do hand painting at the end.
I could see that for all the fine details, right? Like if it's like a dot here, or like a small detail for that. Looking good. Well, best of luck to you on the December competition. We will definitely be watching your entry and everybody else's entry. I hope to cover that during a live, like your presentation, but I don't even know what's going on. Maybe if you could connect me with someone that's hosting it from your end, maybe we could do something about that. But definitely, again, best of luck. It looks really good so far. And that is it for your, your show and tell for the work. The next couple of slides here are kind of like the fun side. And we were talking about this off camera when we were doing our setup, because like we obviously want to show the side of the builders that is not necessarily for Plamo or Gunpla, but it's also part of life that we both believe that is important, and that is family and friends. So the next couple of slides here, why don't you just walk us through? We're starting with Z000, and this is a photo of your
mom.
Hi, mom.
My mother. Yeah. So,
hello, Mrs. Liew.
Yeah, so my mother has been supporting me for my entire life. To be honest, when I wanted to be an artist, she was a bit disappointed. That's the truth. Asian moms are that,
Oh yeah, Asian dads too. But
but the thing is, that's the only thing I'm good at. So as I progress, she starts to see that there's at least I'm doing a proper decent living, right? So she kind of supported that. And at the same time, you see my room right at the start where I show you guys that I was doing in a small little area.
Yeah.
She also support me with playing up my rooms, living in another room, apartment and stuff, and making use of the current room to do my airbrushing and stuff like that. So she was, maybe once in a while it's naggy, but most of the time she's very supportive behind the scenes.
Oh, awesome.
Every year she'll ask, are you doing something now? Are you doing another red kit? And then when she go for exhibition, even though that red kit is not mine, she'll ask, is that yours? Because it's red.
That's awesome. So is she the one also standing with you with the poster here?
No, that's my wife.
I know, I was just messing with you. I was gonna say congratulations again on your wedding. You have a beautiful wife. I'm sure she's supportive of your hobby as well. Okay.
Yeah, honestly, I was very concerned because she was with me when I bought my airbrush about 6 years or 7 years ago.
Yeah.
But she was very supportive as well. So even coming out of the display, she was like, okay, go ahead, man. Just do it. And yeah.
That's awesome. Let's see here. The next slide over. This is the Tetsujin 2020. What can you tell us about this photo?
So 2020, basically Tetsujin is where modelers come together, they take part in the competition, right? So for me, it's a opportunity for my friends to do something together, So we meet up once in a while, especially now for COVID situation, we don't get to meet up so often.
Yeah.
Yeah, prior to that, we kind of meet up almost every week or twice a month, that kind of stuff. And we meet up just to eat and stuff like that, communicate and stuff. But Tetsujin is where we take part in a mini competition and we showcase our entries, just have fun together, learn from one another.
Are these the photo next to you? Are these all the contestants or your friends?
These are all my friends' work. Yeah. So in my own small little social circles, we have about 9 of us, including myself, the 9 of us. And here you can see 5 of us, we took part in it. Yeah. So we kind of have a group of different...
I love the group photo here, especially when you had the case there. Um,
Yeah.
did any of them? Which one of them would you say had the most impact and influence to you?
I think all of them. Honestly speaking, all of them have a different influence in my life because
Mhm.
they are all coming from a different age group. I have one who is not in the photo here. He's actually married. He already have a kids. Edwin Lin. He started off together with me. We kind of communicate together right at the start. But he don't build so much compared to myself. Okay, but we still connect to one another. Zhong Wei, one of the guy on the left, the guy in the black suit, he was with me since my teenage age. He was the one that reintroduced Gunpla to me. So same thing here. He do a lot of snap fit, a lot of spray can. We bought him an airbrush and he don't even use it.
Sounds like someone we know.
Yeah. Let me try to record. Nicholas Tiada Sanchez.
There we go. NTS right there. Let's mark that up for an NTSA.
So yeah, then we have another teenager guy who is currently studying in his JC. This year is his exam. And yeah, he has to take a step back from doing all the hobbies and stuff, and he has to focus on his exam. We have a few of them who just came out from the army, who is studying in university to get their degree. Some just finished, graduated, and is just into entering adult life, working and stuff like that.
Oh, so, welcome to adulthood.
So the group is a mixture of different, I would say, different generation. We kind of, there's a bit of age gap once in a while, but we always try to accommodate one another, learn from one another. There is no, how to say, you only do snap fit or you don't even do Gunpla, you shouldn't be in this group. You know, we try to
encourage and be friends with them. That's awesome. Speaking of friends, let's go back to the competition. We have 5 people in the group here. I think I know 2 of them. One of them is you. Who are there? These are all the winners, or what's going on here?
Yeah, so these are all my friends. We have taken part in Tetsujin. From the left, we have Greg. Greg is currently taking his A-level exam. Aston at the center. You'll see his photo later on, I believe. So he's one of the open category champion here in Singapore, the youth category. Myself on the right, we have Su Hong on the back on the left side, and Chun Da, which we met earlier on YouTube. So those are all my close friends who supported me. We mix around. Without them, I don't think I'm here. So yeah, they are very important in my life.
Awesome. I'm just going through the rest of your photos here with your friends again. Almost all the competitions, they're there to support. Congratulations on your win there for the trophy. And obviously, you've met Meijin Kawaguchi. How was that? Can you give me a brief story of like what your interaction was like with him?
Honestly, I don't even dare to speak to him too much. I think because first of all, he's a language barrier, and I'm so afraid that I don't want to set a bad impression or negative impression. So I just want it to be very clear that okay, I'm a competitor. I enjoy the hobby. You are the judge. I don't want to go. I don't want to cross the line. Like I try to be too friendly with you, or try to.
I wanted to hug him when I saw him. Like, you're that guy. Yeah. Awesome. Congratulations again on your win. These are some of the photos now from when you guys are doing some group builds as well. Yeah.
So quite relaxed. We just bring them and I just invite them to my house, the old house, where it's slightly bigger. So I can accommodate them to do some airbrushing together, having fun together. Yeah.
Awesome. And over here, another shot, a group shot here. Is this from GBWC or from somewhere else?
This is from Tetsujin. So these are the host, the organizer that runs Tetsujin. They are all from Hobby Art Gallery. So you can see Ide, you can see...
Wait, Ide is there? What does he look like? Where is he?
Yeah, let me see. I got to see the photo again. Yeah, he's on the left. First row, left side. Yeah, so that's him.
Hey, do you still keep in touch with him? Are you guys regulars?
I don't message them on a regular basis. Maybe once in the blue moon.
Yeah.
So
awesome.
So yeah, we have Joyce. Joyce is the lady on the front row on the left side. She is the founder of Hobby Art Gallery. He's her husband, Uncle Sam, who is also the founder of Hobby Art Gallery. And then basically, they are like a family. They are family of their own. And yeah, without them, there's no Tetsujin. Without them, there's very hard for me to learn, to excel. So yeah, they are playing a very big part in my hobby life as well, in terms of the growth and stuff.
Awesome. Well, thank you for that, guys, for organizing. I'm just going through around. It's Christmas time. The next one here, GBWC. I think this is now, is that Who do we have there?
We have quite a few people there. That
we
is
got a couple.
taken in 2017, if I'm not wrong. So you have Kirin on the left, Australian, myself, Hong Kong. We have US, Philippines, Japan. Yeah. So if I can remember the name, Kirin, Ken, Ziming, yeah, and Mr. Shimoda and Mark. Yeah, so
Mark
this
Christian,
is,
he was on the show last week too. I'm trying to see if you can get him in the show as well to join us, and that would be awesome. The next couple of photos here, who do we got? Some more from GBWC.
So,
and
that's
let's see
some photos from the trip itself.
Yeah.
Just having fun with them, skipping away the drinking session to take the photos here.
Speaking of photos, RX0, the unicorn statue.
Yeah.
You know my question that's coming up, man.
Hmm?
Did you touch the unicorn?
No. Can't go in, right? Can go in, man?
Oh man.
No, you didn't go in.
So this is now 2018. This is like the lobby party, I'm assuming. Again, this is the photos with Ryan Liew coming up. You guys are just being
fun.
silly. Look at these guys.
So the poses here, there's a reason behind it. So Taiwan entry was the Fumina. So the Fumina was doing this pose. So we were like going crazy with that, why not we just have fun.
Recreate your own pose.
Yeah. So we were like going around with him and Ryan, doing that silly poses whenever we can.
Oh my god, silly poses all around. Like, the guy's such a character. What was your first impressions of Ryan Liew?
I think at the start we were we don't know each other, although we have that Facebook messenger and stuff, right?
The chat,
group.
yeah.
But we still have the distance until we break the ice. That's where we go a bit crazy and start doing silly stuff together.
Nice.
Otherwise, we are still quiet in some ways.
Yeah, no, I've talked with him also pretty frequently. We're part of the Canadian chat thing as well, so it's kind of like we keep each other on tabs. I don't know what I'm doing there because I'm just some guy, just talk to people and whatnot.
But it's very easy to connect with Ryan, that's the truth.
Yeah, no, he's such an awesome dude, guys. All right, last photo here from the session. It is the prints. Unfortunately, your prints didn't arrive, man.
Oh,
they did not arrive. I was hoping to showcase them. So these are your prints from your builds, your championship builds. Is this something that people can purchase or acquire from you?
Yes, so if you're interested in purchasing any of these prints, you can just drop me a text either on Facebook or Instagram. Let me know what are the sizes that you want. So for A4 size, they are about 20 Sing dollar, and A3 size is 35 Sing dollar. So anything more than that, bigger size and stuff, just let me know and I will let you know the prices and the shipping and stuff like that.
Awesome.
So, the flat rate for shipping is $5 lah. So no worries about that.
Sweet, guys. And they could find this in your Facebook and all your socials, right?
Yes, correct.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So give it up for, thank you for the presentation. Why don't we go to the side view first real quick. Guys, that was the presentation from Dave Liew. And this is the Chocofalcon featured builder episode. And David, thank you so much for letting us take a stroll down your hobby journey, your hobby past. And there was just so many things happening. I really appreciate that you've taken some time to explain your workflow and your your ideology of how you approach the design. I think that's really, really cool. And hopefully that inspired a lot of our audience today.
Thank you. Yeah. It's honor to be here as well to share this with everybody. So I really hope that you guys pick something out of it. If you have any question, please feel free to just drop me a message. I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible.
Awesome. And all your links are on the description below. But before we go, there's a couple more questions for you. First question would be, what would you say is your top 3 tools that you'd like using?
Okay. I will skip away all the basic tools because I believe most of them have already shared with you, like tweezer or glue and stuff like that. I'll try to step up and say something else. Chisel. Okay, the BMC chisel, that's number 1. And what else? Tweezer. I think a tweezer is very crucial. I always have my tweezer along with me.
Mm-hmm. Is it the straight one or is it angled? Like
I'm using the straight one.
Okay, good.
So these are the things that I always have on my table: my chisel, my tweezer, my scribing tapes. Basically, there's a lot of tools, man. I don't even know how to tell you that. Yeah,
absolutely.
Cutter you can use almost anything. So yeah, basically the chisel, guiding tape, and tweezer.
Awesome. Last question would be for those guys who are thinking of starting into the hobby or getting into it or interested in getting into it. What kind of advice would you give to new people or someone that's like just starting off in the hobby?
Have fun. I don't even know what other stuff to say. Just have fun with it. Yes, Gunpla is freedom. You can do anything you want to it. But there is a certain limit, to certain things, right? So if you just want to snap fit, you don't want to clear the nuts, it's totally fine. It's how you want to enjoy it, go ahead. When you reach a certain level where you want to improve yourself, that's come with a bit of stress, right? So ask yourself, if that stress, are you still having fun with it? If no, then don't have to care about other people. Just internally, you just enjoy it, can already. So if you are doing anything more, and if you're still enjoying it, you're having fun, that's good. And if you have any problem, any questions you want to ask, research, try it out on your own before you seek anybody else for help. You want to try it out first, know what you are doing. If you do it wrong, when you ask and somebody gives you the answer, you will understand it better compared to not doing it at all. Because there's so many tutorials outside and answers outside for you to for your own to experiment, experience it really.
Awesome. Well, thank you for that, David. Where can they? I guess all your socials will be on the description below. But like, where can people find you the most? Maybe just tell us what your top social media platforms where people can connect with you.
You can find me on Facebook. You just have to type Chocofalcon and you can find me there. Same thing for Instagram. You can just type the same thing, Chocofalcon, and you can find me there. YouTube as well. YouTube is mainly more for tutorials and some sharing section. You might even see some 3D sculpting for my students and stuff. You can find me there as well. So I also have a Patreon, which honestly speaking, I'm not very active in it, but I'm sharing things that are not seen in other social medias, like my current WIP for the GBWC and stuff like that. So yeah, these are the 4 main social media that I use.
Awesome. Well, David, thank you so much for joining us. Let's take a look at who else is left on the chats. Thank you. We just reached the 2-hour mark, guys. Hopefully you guys had a good time. Thank you to everybody that joined and still watching. We have G Kito making a comment last. I was about to ask about that picture. I guess it was referring to one of the pictures we were looking at. Everyone once in a blue moon, even though red moon is a way more rare. That's from Zakar. I think this is just all from the photos that we were just looking at. Guys, for those who guys joined us at Twitch, Evadni saying thank you, David. Yoshi there, the statue is completely fenced off. Jonathan is just saying hey, bravo, and thank you for that. David, if you guys stay on the line, I'm just going to do some closing remarks, but thank you so much for joining us. Do you have any final words for our folks here?
Yeah, man. Thanks so much for staying up. I know some of the time for you guys is like in the evening or even close to midnight already. Thanks so much for staying here with us to go through this. So I think that's it for now. If you just to share, AO Mecha is on Twitch. He's on YouTube. He's on everywhere, almost everywhere. You can see his face everywhere, even on Facebook, Instagram, and stuff. Catch him live on his
on my streams. There we go.
Yes, his stream and stuff like that. On Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday and stuff. So catch up with him. I'll definitely be there once in a while to join the session.
Awesome. Yeah. David, thank you so much. It was such a pleasure. Stick around. We're gonna talk a bit after the show, but I'm just gonna do the outro. And I just want to say bye. Say bye to everyone, I guess.
Okay, bye guys. Thanks for staying up. See you guys next time. Bye bye.
Awesome. Bye. All right, guys. Season 2, episode 1 in the bag. What a treat that was. Chocofalcon, David Liew, joining us tonight on our feature builder episode. More to come. I have a guest list all the way up to December and right up to January, to be honest. Actually, I'm missing one for December. That's persons because they're busy. But anyways, we have a lot more to do. Like as I mentioned, Monday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays will still be my stream. 9 p.m. EST. You're going to catch me both simulcasting on YouTube and Twitch TV. For those of you guys are new to following me at Twitch, please follow me. I'm just kidding. I don't. If you want to. I'll be uploading new content. Audio Ammo playlist on my YouTube. It's going to be frequently updated. 1 new track every week. We got new tracks coming and dropping this week, coming up on Tuesday, if not Wednesday, one of those days. And new content I've just recorded earlier on today with Nicholas Sayada Sanchez. So that is going to be fun to put together. There's going to be exclusive Twitch streams, and I'm gonna have that on the my schedule and all that stuff posted on my socials and all that stuff, so you guys don't miss it. And feel free to drop by and say hi anytime when you guys get a chance. Anyways, that's it for me, guys. Hopefully, you guys are having a good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. This episode was powered to you by USA Gundam Store, so check them out, usagundamstore.com, and save when you use my discount code AOMECHA10. Also, with our partnered store, it's also Gun Primer. Feel free to check them out at gunprimer.com and save as well with the same discount code AOMECHA10. All right, till next time, take care, everyone. I'm just so excited to be here. Season 2, we're back. It's going to be awesome. All right, till next time, guys. See ya.